What's up, Waymakers? It's me, Mommy Suna!
You're all going to hell. Goodbye.
And I'm so excited to bring you this video today. It's gonna be really exciting because every single time I see a video or hear of the existence of a video of an MLMer going off on anti-MLMers, that's how I know that it's gonna be good. These are some of my favorite videos to do because I just love to listen to their bullshit arguments and strike every single one of them down. And y'all know I don't hold back. So this is gonna be a fun one. Please stay tuned. But before we get into the topic of today's video, I just want to thank the sponsor of today's video, HelloFresh. HelloFresh is a meal subscription service that delivers fresh, quality produce from the farm to your door in less than a week, so you can savor summer flavors right from home. Choose from over 55 weekly options featuring seasonal, pre-portioned ingredients picked at peak ripeness. Their recipes are so delicious, I'm telling you. Effortlessly save time, money, and stress with HelloFresh. They even have a kid-friendly line that's picky eater proof. While my 18-month-old son will try just about anything, my 6-year-old daughter is the world's pickiest eater, and even she enjoys these kid-friendly recipes. HelloFresh will help you reach your goals too. They offer veggie, pescatarian, and fit and wholesome meals to make it easy for you. My husband is vegetarian, so we eat a lot of meatless food in this house, and HelloFresh always makes it easy to discover new vegetarian meals and flavors, which is hard to do, let me tell you. But not with HelloFresh, they make it easy. And of course, if sustainability is important to you, HelloFresh is on top of that too. These recipes include pre-portioned ingredients that mean less prep for you and less wasted food, and you can cut down on food waste by at least 25% compared to grocery shopping. So start your journey with HelloFresh today. Go to HelloFresh.com and use code SavannahMarie16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. That is HelloFresh.com. Use the code SavannahMarie16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. Thanks again to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. Now let's get into it. Okay, so holy moly, where to begin? So this video that you are watching right now, that we are going to be reacting to today, actually I found on Julie Joe's YouTube channel where she was reacting to this with Aaron B's, two absolutely wonderful souls in the anti-MLM movement. I've recently become pretty close with them, and y'all, if you're not following both of them, they are wonderful people. Highly recommend. Aaron B's was high up in Prove It, and Julie Joe was high up in Arbonne. So coming together, they do live streams together, and they have a lot of interesting experience and things to bring to the table when it comes to the topic of anti-MLM. So I highly recommend going to subscribe to both of them. I will link them down below, and I will also link their live stream react to this video as well. But let me explain to you what the hell is going on, because, oh, this is funny. So the other day, well, I guess at this point, now that I'm recording this video, and probably by the time you see this, it'll have been a few weeks ago, but we caught wind, we being pretty much Julie Joe and Aaron, and then they kind of spread the news, but we caught wind that this brand new MLM called Elomir, and first of all, they haven't even launched yet. I don't even think there's a website for it. I wish I went looking for it before I started recording here, couldn't find it, and I think it's because they haven't launched. I actually think as I'm filming this, they're supposed to be launching this week. So by the time you see this video, it'll probably have like just launched. It's gaining a lot of traction, and I think a lot of it is pretty much for the same reason why like Black Oxygen Organics gained a lot of traction fast, is because the product is fucking ridiculous. So this product looks like a Listerine strip. It is the dumbest shit. Like every time you see pictures of this product or people using this product, which I'm putting on the screen here now, it's ridiculous. Now what does this product do? It's basically another tacky supplement, I guess, if you will. What they say is, you know, unique about it is like the delivery method. So like, this is what they say. They say by putting elomir on your tongue, like a Listerine strip, it bypasses your digestive system and goes straight into your bloodstream. And then you get the same shit that basically every other MLM that sells a supplement says that it can do for you, like reduces brain fog, reduces depression, makes you feel better, I don't know, gives you more energy, like that kind of shit. The same shit that everyone always says. So it's like at that point, it's like that is super not unique at all, because like any supplement says that they do that in the MLM world. What they say is the unique part is that it bypasses your digestive system, which is stupid because your saliva is part of your digestive system. Like you're literally putting it in your mouth. Like if you swallow something, let's see, if you put a Listerine strip or one of these strips on your tongue, your saliva is going to break it down. You're going to swallow it. Where's all that going? straight into your tummy. With elomir having not launched yet, it's hard to say what kind of like science they have here. I would guess that there's not much. I would guess that they haven't done any actual studies on this, and a lot of this is just like hearsay bullshit. And even if they do come out with studies, either when they launch or later, because there's going to be a lot of people asking for it with all the attention it's getting, I would venture to say that whatever studies they come out with are not going to be scientifically sound. Again, like just about any MLM. Like look at Mon8. They have a bunch of scientific studies, but they're all bullshit in one way or another. So you have to look at them from a very objective point of view, and without multiple studies to replicate whatever results they get from different parties, you can't say for sure that that's 100% the science behind these things. Anyway, these elomir reps start taking over a hashtag on Instagram, which is hashtag change the conversation, which is fucked up in and of itself because the hashtag change the conversation originally came from literally a organization called Change the Conversation, which fights gender inequality in the music industry by providing support, education, and community for female artists and executives. But also, from what I've seen, it has kind of evolved to just be like a pro LGBTQIA hashtag to, you know, change the conversation about just acceptance in general regarding gender and gender norms and things like that. It's a very important hashtag, but no, the elomir Huns decided, no, this is our hashtag now. So they started flooding it with posts like what I'm showing you now. You can pause to read them if you want. It's insane. So what ended up happening was that Julie Joe and Aaron B's started like a whole movement, essentially. I also made a post, which they recommended that I do and recommended all of us do, and a lot of us took on the challenge to kind of counteract their bullshit so that when someone searches the hashtag change the conversation, they're not just going to see a bunch of elomir bullshit, because that's what these people are trying to do. They're trying to build up the hype so that when they finally launch, they will have interest. The name will sound familiar so that, you know, more people will be willing to join, more people will be willing to jump on the bandwagon here. That's what they're trying to do here, and that's really fucked up. So if you feel comfortable using the hashtag, I think it's a good idea because it's to combat the misinformation, and, you know, they already tried to take over the hashtag. The damage is already done here. So the best that we can do is to counteract that with our own posts using hashtag change the conversation, so that if someone looks at it, more likely they're going to find the anti-MLM movement than they are going to find elomir. It's just a matter of kind of protecting people who would have otherwise found this shit and been like, ooh, this sounds cool. We definitely, I feel like, kind of have a duty to protect people in this way because of the shitty actions of the elomir reps here. Anyway, they also are using another hashtag called hashtag hit the strip, which if you go look at it, it's like mostly like Las Vegas shit, like tourism in Las Vegas. It's all dumb. Like the whole thing is just dumb. I'm not mad about them taking over that hashtag. It's stupid. So if you're going to make a post to counteract these people, use both of those hashtags. If you don't feel comfortable using the change the conversation hashtag, go ahead and use hit the strip, whatever you want. I just think it's important to counteract the bullshit because the damage has already been done. Sorry, this is kind of a long story, so I'm getting there. We're getting there. We're gonna watch this damn video. So after this, the video that we are going to watch together came out. Now this is an elomir rep who is furious. She is very mad that we tried to counteract the shit that they were trying to do with hashtag change the conversation. So this woman is a Lime Life rep, she is a Bellamy rep, and now she's joining her third MLM, elomir. So she comes out in defense of elomir here and MLMs in general, while also taking a lot of stupid fucking jabs at the anti-MLM movement. It's hilarious. It's funny. It's also an hour and a half long, but she talks really slow, so don't worry while I'm recording it here and reacting to it. I've got her set to 1.5 speed. I've just never really been good at watching things on 2 speeds, so 1.5 sounds good for now. We won't watch the whole thing in regular speed. I will not do that to you because it is so obnoxious. But yeah, she's raging. She's mad. She's angry. This is basically all in response to Aaron B's and Julie Joe and also Amber Nye. Amber Nye is another anti-MLMer. I believe she used to be in Beachbody. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, Amber. But she is one of the many people who use the hashtag change the conversation. And someone commented, I don't know who this person is, but she commented on Amber's post about the situation and tagged this woman in it and said, you need to go help her. Poor thing just joined elomir and is clearly about to make the biggest mistake of her life. She even used Beachbody as an example of a successful MLM when trying to recruit Huns. We'll get into this comment a little bit more later because because in the video she does kind of mention it, and I'll bring it back to you when it's relevant there. So yeah, someone did tag her on Amber's post, but she seems concerned about her. So I'm like, does she know her personally? I don't know, because this person that we're reacting to, she's got about 2,000 followers, a little bit more on Instagram. On Facebook, same thing. She's got about the same amount of followers, 2.2 thousand. She's in 3 MLMs now, so I would assume that those followers are probably like her downlines, or I don't know, people who are somehow listening to her and trying to decide whether or not they want to join her in any sort of business journey. She's not like some celebrity. She's not like extremely well known. So the fact that she was tagged here by this person, I'm like, she must have some kind of personal attachment to the lady we're about to watch here, where she's concerned about her joining Elomir. So I think that's all of the backstory I had to give you, but I've got a lot to tell you later. I'm going to obviously react and give my raw ass opinion, probably not be very nice here. I think that's part of the other reason why I wanted to react to this video, because Julie and Aaron are so kind and they're so sweet, and there were moments where they were like, I feel bad for this girl, and while I was watching what they were saying, I was like, and maybe it's just because I'm a bitch, but I could not find it within myself to feel bad for this person. I'm sorry, like, tell me I have no sympathy or empathy or whatever the fuck, but like, I can't feel sorry for this woman. I just can't. So while I absolutely respect Julie and Aaron for being the kind and caring souls that they are, I have a lot more to say that does not fall in the kind and caring feels there, if you will. But if you're more into kind of a more sympathetic tone, I would suggest watching Aaron and Julie's reaction to this video. I've got it linked down below. Go give them a view, because they did this shit first and they're wonderful people. So yeah, that's linked below. Go watch their stuff. But now we can click play. Oh wait, no, before we do that, please leave a like on this video, and don't forget to leave me comments as we continue to watch here, because it helps the algorithm and it helps more people see this video. And I feel like this is an important video for people to see because of how new Elomir is, and I probably should make a video once Elomir launches and I have more information to go off of. I need to make like a is Elomir a scam video so that people can find that and not join Elomir when they're doing their due diligence and searching for it. So that's all coming in the future, I'm sure. I'm sure I'll make some kind of deep dive on it or something. I'm still working on my Velovita deep dive too. I haven't forgotten about that. It's just I haven't had time to really like sit down and finish my research, but I've gotten pretty far with it, so it should be coming soon. Anyway, sorry. Okay. Let's press play. Let's watch.
Hey everyone. Hello. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. The start of my vacation. How are y'all? So we'll see if we get some people to come on here. See if I can get some people to hop on. And you hop on, say hello. And haters, y'all are more than welcome to come on in here and have a little chit chat.
I hate this shit. They're just like, yeah, look at me, I don't care about the haters. I'm sorry, but I feel like this video, if she sees it, I'm sure someone will tell her that this video exists now that we're here doing it. It's gonna trigger her and she's gonna get mad. Do you want us to do this? Do you want us to have this conversation with you? Do you want this to be a thing? Because here it is. You invited this, so you're not allowed to get mad. It's the law.
Boy, the haters are coming out in full force today. Satan is working, y'all. Yep.
Sorry, I know I'm pausing a lot already, but that's another thing that's going on here. Isn't it weird that one of the last videos I posted, the paparazzi guy who was ripping his shirt, if you have not watched that video, you really should, because it's fascinating and hilarious. But that guy was saying the same shit, just like, negativity is Satan, haters are Satan. Okay, hi, my name is Savannah. The S in Savannah stands for Satan, so hi, howdy doody. It's just so annoying. Do you ever consider, perhaps, you have haters for a reason, and like, no one fucking hates you, girl. We don't know who you are. That's the thing. I had no idea. None of us knew who this girl was before she made this fucking video. Girl, I don't hate you. I don't know you, and this has nothing to do with her personally. This has to do with her arguments, the dumb shit that she's spewing out of her pie hole, and what those words are going to mean to people who may be in vulnerable positions. So do you ever consider that maybe you have haters for a good reason? Spoiler alert, it's a great reason. There are lots of great reasons to be a hater when it comes to Elomir, the people who promote it, just people in MLMs in general. And they would know this if they would like actually listen. She's gonna sit here and be like, hey, haters, join the conversation. And it's like, we're going to, here we are. And she won't listen to any of it.
You know the old saying, y'all, that the more haters you have, how's it go? if you have haters, you know you're doing something right. Have y'all ever heard that?
Who says that, first of all? And second of all, like I was just saying, some people like legitimately have haters for good reason. People hate Clarence Thomas right now. Why? Because he's trying to take rights away from people. He actively is taking rights away from people. Women now have lost freedoms to their own bodies because of Clarence Thomas. Are you going to try to tell me that the haters are not justified there? Pretty sure they are. He also is talking about overturning gay marriage and contraception. He has haters for good reason. There are a lot of people who are going to suffer because of what Clarence Thomas is doing. But no, he has a lot of haters, so clearly he's doing something right. No!
Because whenever something good is about to take place, boy, those haters and Satan just come on in. Have y'all ever heard that? That when you are about to do big things, when you are about to, hey Trini, what's up? Have y'all ever heard that though? Whenever y'all are about, whenever something big is about to happen for somebody, whenever like there's something good happens, you know there's always Satan that tries to, you know, put a damper on things, so to speak.
Again, this is not going to be good for a lot of people because you're going to manipulate people into joining this multi-level marketing company where they are pretty much destined to lose money, but also ingest some bullshit product that likely does not do any of the shit or most of the shit that it claims to.
The haters have come out today, y'all, okay? First and foremost, I want to say thank you all to everyone who's ever supported me. Thank you all so much. No, I haven't left Limelight. No, I haven't left Bellamy. But I'm introducing a third company into my life. And it is called Elomir, okay? To be in this business, sometimes there's highs and sometimes there's lows. For me, I pretty much had highs. Because I don't let, like, haters and bullies and negative comments affect me or anything like that. Because I'm going to hustle and I'm going to love what I do, no matter what anybody says.
If you don't let what haters say affect you, then why in the fuck did you post an hour-and-a-half live about the haters on your Facebook? Ma'am! As Angelique would say, the math ain't mathin'. This doesn't make sense and it doesn't add up. Also, I guess I want to point this out here. She repeats herself a lot. So if you see any random cuts in the video here, I'm probably in the final edit, I'm probably gonna edit some chunks out, but I promise I'm leaving all of the context. It's just when she starts getting repetitive. And when I say repetitive, I mean, she might say the same thing like 12 times. So I'm not gonna subject you guys to that because then you'll lose interest in the video that you're watching. So yeah, I will be cutting some stuff out, but just know that I'm leaving all the context in. I'm only cutting repetitive shit out.
Okay, because here's the thing, you all. And I'll get into why I'm partnering with Elomir in just a minute. But what I want you all to understand, and anybody who's ever followed me in my journey with network marketing, with whether it be with Limelight or Bellamy or Limelight and Bellamy, I don't just, when I originally joined Limelight, you knew I joined because I tried the products and I loved them. But I needed the money, okay? Because I was robbing Peter to pay Paul because of things that had happened that was out of my control, okay? So I started my network marketing journey solely because of money, okay? But that's not why I stayed. That's not why I've stayed and continued in network marketing. I continued on my path with network marketing, okay? I'm a full-time mom. Hey, Margie. I'm a full-time x-ray tech, okay? I work at a super, super busy orthopedic office. Been there for 13 years, ever since I graduated x-ray school, okay? 3.5 years ago, I introduced Limelight to my life, for me and my kids, to make a better life for us because, like I said, situations that had happened that were out of my control, it caused me to live paycheck to paycheck, robbing Peter to pay Paul just to survive and make it, okay? That is the whole entire reason that I started networking to begin with, because I wanted financial freedom. I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I was tired of that stress and the weight being on my chest, feeling like I could not breathe. I was tired of living like that, okay? Because that's not me. You know, that when you're a single mom and you own your own home and a car and, you know, you've got all your normal bills and then, you know, you're living paycheck to paycheck and you're strapped, you know.
So this is the frustrating thing to me listening to her talk like this, is because you know that the words that she's saying right now were the same words that were used on her that caused her to decide to join network marketing in the first place. Just like she said, she's like, I joined for the money because I wanted financial freedom. That's why this is frustrating, and that's why the conversation, it needs to be changed. That's why the conversation that we're having in the anti-MLM movement needs to happen, because this rhetoric that worked on her 3.5 years years ago, the more that we talk about this, the less likely it is that these same words can then work on somebody else. Because what she's doing is preying on vulnerability, right? I was a single mom. I had a mortgage. I had kids. I had a car. It's like, congratulations, so do a bunch of people. So there's like a wide range of people who would listen to that and be like, I am living paycheck to paycheck, and I do have all those same things that she has. And she's telling me that her network marketing business is what took her out of that paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. Wow, that sounds like something I should get into. And that's why what we do here in the anti-MLM movement is so fucking important, because, and for, if whatever reason, if you're new here and you've never heard anyone talk about network marketing, statistically speaking, most people who join a multi-level marketing company will not make a profit, and most of them will actually lose money because there's an investment involved. Most of the time, like a small investment, like a few $100 here and there, some more, some less. You do have to understand though that that couple $100 to someone like this who is like, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, if you are truly living paycheck to paycheck, you cannot scrape up $200 to join an MLM. You just can't do it because the money's not there. You can't just pull money out of your butt. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna spend a few months like really just saving every penny you possibly can so that you can buy that starter kit. But then what happens when you join the company? Your upline, the person who recruited you, is going to convince you that you need to be a product of the product. No one's going to buy the product from you if you're not buying it and using it yourself. And in this case, well, let's take Lime Life for example, because Lime Life is one of the MLMs that I was in personally. The starter kit, I want to say, was like $250 maybe.
Griffin is downstairs and he's just giggling. He's being a good boy. It's okay.
Which is money that I pretty much didn't have. I might have even put it on a credit card. So it was pitched to me as like, oh, it's $250 to join, to start your own business. And you know what they told me? They were like, you'll make that money back in 2 weeks. I never broke even or made that much money just to cover my starter kit. So there's that. But then once you get in there, every time they release a new product, or like in my case, when I got in there, they were just sold out of everything all the time. And then what they would do is like every few weeks, they would send out like an email, a list of products that they're like, we're going to release these products on this day. And so what the uplines would do would be like, buy all these before they're out so you can add them to your kit. And what does that mean? Well, this is something that was not explained to me before I joined, but once I was in Lime Life, they were expecting me to build a kit, because the idea was you would go do at-home parties, makeup parties, and you would do like live makeup demonstrations to your friends and your friends' friends or whatever. But to do that, you would have to buy a bunch of products. You'd have to have a foundation for every skin tone. You'd have to have the concealer for every skin tone. You'd have to have all the blushes, they wanted you to buy thousands of dollars worth of makeup so that you could have your own makeup kit to do at-home parties. And that goes way far beyond that initial investment. With Elomir, I don't know what the initial investment's going to be, because again, they haven't launched yet. But what we do know is, I want to say the price of a 30-day supply of Elomir, I believe, don't quote me on this is just what I've heard, but I think it's like $85 or something like that for a 30-day supply of Elomir, which is insane. Or at least 30 of the little strips or whatever. That's depending if you're taking it every day, but whatever. That's insane, but that's also going to be something that is a monthly recurring investment, is what they'll tell you it is. Oh, you're investing in your health, but you're also investing in your business by using the product and being a product of the product. You're going to be investing that much money every single month as long as you're in Elomir. So to prey on somebody to be like, oh no, you just got to scrape up the money for the starter kit and then you have your own business, it doesn't end there. It never ends there. So that's the reality of the situation here. Just wanted to point that out.
That gets old really fast, and that's not kind of life that I want to live. So I decided that I had to make a move, and so I went into network marketing. And I went into network marketing for many reasons, and the reason I stayed is because as I started finding financial freedom, I didn't have to stay if I didn't want to, but I stay in network marketing because I love helping people, first and foremost. It brings joy to my life to watch someone transform in front of your eyes. It brings joy to my life. Like literally, I have chills talking about it. It brings joy to my life, and I probably almost cry, because I've made some of my best friends through my network marketing. Okay, I have some close sisters. My best friend Margie, she's on here. If it hadn't been for my network marketing journey, she wouldn't be close to me like she is. Okay, I've watched not only my life transform, you all, but I've watched other people's lives that I've helped transform.
So I don't know how big her downline is, right? But I mean, statistically, for every one person who transforms their life and becomes financially free, which even the top 1% isn't financially free in an MLM. Usually the top 1% might be making less than minimum wage or like exactly at minimum wage. If you're going to be financially free, you're going to find yourself in the top like 0.01% or something, like very, very unlikely. So for every one person who finds that financial freedom, who is no longer living from paycheck to paycheck, you've got at least 99 other people who don't make this transformation, who don't find financial freedom. And then most of those people actually end up losing. They are worse off than when they started. Statistically. This is not me making shit up. This is just the truth in the situation. So she's just sitting here like, oh my gosh, I just love helping people. You love helping that one person at the expense of the other 99. That's shitty and that's gross. Not only that, she stayed in the MLM obviously because money was coming in. Where do you think that money was coming from in your MLM, ma'am? It was coming from the losses of others. So in Lime Life, for example, we can go back to the kit thing. My upline was like, you need to buy all these makeup products to build your kit. And what the fuck do you think was happening every time I bought a new lip gloss or a foundation or whatever the fuck, an eyeshadow, a makeup brush? What do you think was happening? My upline and her upline's upline and her upline's upline, that whole pyramid above me was making a cut from those purchases I was making myself. So my investing in my kit to build my business was actually, while I'm sitting there having less money in my bank account because I was doing what my upline was telling me to do, was benefiting my upline. My upline was making money off of me losing money. And so she's like that one person who is also making money off of 99 people beneath her. I love helping that one person. But she doesn't give a shit about the people who she's harming, which is a vast majority of people who are listening to her and deciding to join her team because of this false dream that she's selling to them.
I've watched their skincare journey. I've watched their makeup journey. I've watched good and bad things come in and out of lives, you know, and things. And I stay because I genuinely love helping people. Okay. I genuinely love what I do. I genuinely care about people. That is the main reason I went into healthcare. Number one was to help people. Okay. I'm a nurturer. I'm a nurturing type person. And so I went into healthcare because I wanted to help people. Well, when I got into network marketing 3.5 years ago, and I saw joy come into people's lives because their skin was changing. And I saw makeup games being like transformed, and like just to hear and to be able to make friendships like I have. And it brings joy to my life. Okay. So that's why I have stayed in network marketing.
Real quick, I'm sorry, and I hate to be a bitch. Did she just say loif? I feel like that's not, like, she really over-exaggerated the way she said that word in her thick southern accent. Where did that come from? Loif? That didn't sound natural at all. That was weird.
I don't stay in network marketing just solely because of the money.
Yeah, you do.
Here's the thing.
Shut up.
My network marketing journey has helped me gain financial freedom. Okay. Yes, to see someone's to see someone's confidence build and it transform their lives, and they gain, you know, their skin. They weren't happy with their skin, and then I introduced them to skincare, and as their skin began to change, they gained confidence. They gained, you know, freedom to go out of the house without makeup that they would have never done before. Okay, that's a big deal. Some people don't understand that, but that is a huge deal. Because there are some women that won't even leave the house unless they absolutely have makeup on. Okay? There's some women that are like that. And to see someone's confidence improve and them gain confidence because I've introduced them to skincare or makeup, or now after I introduce Bellamy and their skin, they have a glow to their skin because of the collagen that they're drinking.
Okay, one thing I was just looking up because I wasn't sure. Bellamy. Now, this is just interesting to me, and I don't know if there's any relevance here.
Pippi, what the heck you doing? You're messing up my video.
Bellamy sells skincare, but also collagen. But you know what else? Lime Life also sells skincare. So in most of these MLMs, there's usually like a non-compete clause. Like you can't join two MLMs that sell the same thing. And you know, maybe you could say, well, I don't think Lime Life sells collagen, but like Bellamy sells stuff that isn't collagen. They sell skincare that isn't collagen, that Lime Life also sells products that supposedly do the same thing. Is this not a conflict of interest? I guarantee that at least either Lime Life or Bellamy has a non-compete clause, if not both of them. Most of them usually do. So I feel like her just being in those two MLMs in and of themselves is already her breaking policy somewhere. If this were paparazzi, she'd be terminated. And what's really fascinating too is, I don't know if you guys were around, if you were watching my videos back when I was kind of involved with the Crack the Crown situation, Jerry, who is one of the people who was on Crack the Crown, we are no longer friends. She's not my favorite person in the world. She was also, because she was in paparazzi and then she got terminated, she was also with Bellamy. So she started speaking out about paparazzi, and Bellamy told her, you either need to shut the fuck up talking about this other MLM, even though paparazzi sold jewelry and Bellamy sold skincare. Two totally different things. But Bellamy was like, you're talking about another MLM and it affects the industry, so you either need to shut the fuck up about your grievances with paparazzi, or you need to leave Bellamy, or you're gonna be terminated. And she left Bellamy so she could continue talking about paparazzi, which, I mean, I guess you could say, because she was making a lot of money in Bellamy, from what I understand. She had a huge downline. You could probably say, like, that's noble of her, but Bellamy, like, forced her to resign because of her involvement with another multi-level marketing company. So it's just shocking to me that Bellamy is totally okay with this, or that Lime Life is totally okay with this. And now they're bringing in Elomir, which is a supplement, and I think Bellamy does sell supplements, but probably not in the same vein, so maybe those two worlds don't clash there. I just think it's interesting. Maybe if you're feeling extra petty, you could send some emails to Bellamy and Lime Life and be like, hey, this girl is selling a product that is identical to yours and also selling your product. Isn't this a conflict of interest? Are you going to do anything about it? Maybe I'll email them because I feel like this has to be against compliance and I'm a petty bitch, so I'll look into that.
When they start drinking the hydrate, they start feeling better from the inside out. That brings me joy, okay? So I don't want anyone to think that I'm in network marketing now for the money, because I'm not, okay? I make pretty good money doing what I do on a daily basis, doing x-ray, okay? So I don't continue to stay in network marketing now because I'm strapped, okay? So I want y'all to understand that. I stay here and I bring you all products that I truly use and believe in.
Okay, but she just literally said she started selling Lime Life for the money, and she's still selling Lime Life. So if she joined it originally for the money, she's not bringing you Lime Life just because she likes the products. No, because that was not originally your intent in joining the company. It's like the classic, I don't sell the products because I like them because I sell the products. That's what this is. She started selling the products to make money and then had to find a way to like them so that she could market them. But she wasn't using them before she was presented with this business opportunity. You know what I'm saying? This is a lie. She's being misleading and manipulative, and it's nasty.
So I want y'all to understand that. I want to make that clear, okay? Because today the haters have really come out. A lot of people, let me tell you why, okay? First, let me tell you, why did I choose Elomir? Okay, Elomir is my brand new company that I'm partnering with. And this is the reason why I have partnered with them, why I am partnering with them, why I choose to be with them. Number one is the mission. Okay, here's a mission, or here's one of the mantras, if you will. We will put people before profits. Okay?
In an MLM, that is absolutely impossible. Okay, so here's something that Julie, Joe, and Aaron were talking about when they were reacting to this video, so I'm going to repeat it here. So Elomir, I don't know how many CEOs they have, but one of them for sure is the Prove It CEO. There's a Reddit post, and I'll put it on the screen here, showing that the Elomir headquarters and the Prove It headquarters, they're listed in the same location. So Elomir started by somebody who is already running an MLM. And what I always say is that if you're starting a business and you choose multi-level marketing over like a regular retail business, if you choose an MLM, you're doing it because it is the cheaper option for you as the CEO, and it is the option that's going to give you the most growth as a company fastest. So why would you want to make an MLM company? Well, simply because you're going to make the most money in the fastest way possible. Essentially like a business version of a pump and dump scheme. You don't choose the MLM business model if you don't want to make as much money as quickly as possible. So by by definition, multi-level marketing will never put people before profits. Never. And look at the markup on these products, dude. I mean, seriously, tell me that 30 days worth of elomir strips are worth almost $90. Guarantee they're not. Now, okay, so here's something else I can bring up that was also on Reddit. Someone did make this post about what is in elomir. The person basically said it's sugar, common vitamins, spices, a binder, and an illegal ingredient for funsies. So that illegal ingredient, I do want to touch on this a little bit here. So this illegal ingredient they're talking about is N-acetylcysteine, or NAC. We'll call it NAC. Actually, we'll just call it NAC. That's easier to say. NAC is a drug that, first of all, you can buy online, probably even from vitamin supplement stores and stuff. But NAC has many uses and is an FDA-approved drug. It's an antioxidant that might play a role in preventing cancer, although someone in Julie and Aaron's live stream comments was saying that there was a mice study done where they were saying that NAC might actually increase the growth of tumors. Just keep that in the back of your mind. And obviously, you know, mice aren't humans, but there's a reason why we test on mice and rats and stuff before we test things on humans, because there are some similarities there. But NAC in general is a drug used by healthcare providers to treat Tylenol poisoning, acetaminophen poisoning. It works by binding the poisonous forms of acetaminophen that are formed in the liver. Long story short, it's a drug that doctors will give to someone who has overdosed on acetaminophen. It is supposed to be a prescription drug, but it may also help break up mucus in people with some lung diseases like chronic bronchitis. And common side effects of NAC are diarrhea, eye irritation, fatigue, nausea, a skin rash, and vomiting. So these are things that people who are taking elomir might subject themselves to as well, because this ingredient is in the product. Now, let me put this out here as a disclaimer, and I obviously put a disclaimer at the beginning of this video, but this is just how I understand it based on the information that has been presented to me and based on information that I've found on the internet. I am not sitting here and like saying, if you take elomir, you're gonna vomit and have diarrhea. Like, according to the internet, this drug has been known to give these side effects. Now, the other thing that I do want to bring up here is when they were saying it's an illegal drug. So in December of this past year, December 2021, the NPA, which is the Natural Products Association, sued the FDA for trying to ban NAC supplements because they say that it was an unlawful attempt to ban this drug. Okay, so basically, yeah, the FDA tried to ban NAC. They tried to take this shit off the shelves because, according to this article, the ingredient was first authorized for investigation as a new drug before it was marketed as a dietary supplement. It's supposed to be a prescription medication that doctors use to treat overdoses, but somehow it was adopted into the supplement industry. So the FDA was like, this is dangerous because it's supposed to be a drug and not a supplement. They were sued for that. From what I understand, they were unsuccessful, although it was a fairly new lawsuit, so maybe it hasn't even been settled yet. I don't know. But I do want to say, coming back full circle here, you can buy NAC. You can buy 120 tablets of it. Serving size 1 tablet, 120 tablets. So this is a 4-month supply if you take one of these every single day. And you can buy it for less than $20 on the internet. Okay, so you got 120 days worth of NAC for $20. And then the other ingredients are a binder, vitamin B1, which is obviously a common vitamin. And then you have NAC, curcumin conjugate, which is turmeric, which you can buy for very cheap, obviously, also. So this is just a bunch of cheap shit. I would assume that the turmeric is just for the color, although I know that some natural supplements say that turmeric is like some superfood or whatever. Fine, whatever. So there's probably some health benefits there too. My point is, bringing this all full circle, because we were talking about the markup here. From what I'm gathering, what we're looking at here is a little tiny strip that you put on your tongue that is not worth $90 for a month's supply, because all of the ingredients you could buy separately. You don't need, so this cyclodextrin or whatever is, they say, basically a ring of sugars. It's just a binder and delivery agent. So it's sugar. You don't need that shit. If you want to take thiamine, which is vitamin B1, NAC, and turmeric, you can buy more than 1 month's supply, multiple months supply, separately, 3 pills there, for way less than $90. So this seems completely unnecessary, and it's kind of price gouging, because that's what MLMs do. Why do they do that? Because they have to be able to pay those bonuses to the uplines. If they're anything like every other MLM. They've probably got bonus incentives. Maybe they'll have a car program. They've got team building bonuses. Obviously the commissions, of course, and those commissions will have to go up the pyramid so that the people at the top are making money off of everyone at the bottom. So they have to be able to pay for these things to the top 1%. How are they going to do that? Well, of course, by overcharging. You look at Young Living essential oils, for example. You can buy like frankincense for like $100 or something. Don't quote me on that. It's something like that from Young Living, a little bottle of it. But you can buy the same quality shit, the same essential oil from a company like Revive or Eden's Garden or Plant Therapy. I've talked about this a lot before, but like Revive, for example, they will post all of their testing results on their website so that you can see exactly what it is you are ingesting if you're going to ingest that shit, which obviously don't ingest essential oils. I would never recommend that, but at least you can see the science right in front of you. You can see what you're consuming. You can take the lot number of the product you bought and put it on their website and see exactly the chemical makeup of what it is that you bought. Young Living doesn't have that. They never do that because they say it's proprietary information, but also it's probably because they have been caught before cutting the shit with synthetics, their cinnamon bark oil to be specific. There's just sketchy shit. There's sketchy reasons why they won't release that same stuff. My point is that because Young Living's an MLM and these other companies are not, you might buy a bottle of frankincense for less than $30 from Revive, but that same exact product is going to cost you around $100 with Young Living. Why? Because Young Living is a multi-level marketing company and they have to be able to pay commissions up to the uplines. And then they will just hide that fact by being like, oh, well, you're paying for the quality. It's like, but then they don't provide proof that their shit is chemically superior to anyone else's. So you just end up taking their word for it. It's pretty much the same thing here, dude. They're going to sit here and be like, oh, it's so amazing. You're going to hear her say, this product cannot be replicated. You can literally go buy, I guess, the active ingredients, I suppose, separately. And yeah, you're not going to get this like dumb Listerine strip as a delivery system. Instead, you're just going to be taking some pills, but it's going to probably do the same thing. I think what they would say is, and I can't imagine that there's science to back this up, but they'll say, you know, it's instant impact. That's what these people in elomir like to say. You put this thing on your tongue and you immediately will feel better. And then if you're taking pills, it might take months to feel better. That's literally not how supplements work. I mean, some of them, yeah, have to build up in your body and stuff, but not every supplement is the same. And this instant impact thing, like, hello, I'm drinking an energy drink. It took a couple minutes for me to start feeling more energized. What are other things that give you an instant impact? Smoke a joint and like immediately within a couple minutes you're feeling different. There are other things on this planet that give you an instant impact. It is not just elomir, but they'll say it is. So anyway, that's the whole thing. We can get back to the freaking video, man, but I just wanted to point all that out. Everything she's gonna say here regarding the instant impact, regarding the quality, regarding the amazing things these products can do, and regarding the fact that you will never be able to find it anywhere else is just all total and complete bullshit.
We will put people before profits.
That's
Our
right.
CEO
No, you won't.
laid that out in one of her. She's caught so much flack, y'all. Like, she's been in network marketing for 17 plus years. Her husband's been in marketing 20 plus years. They're wonderful, wonderful people. Hopefully one day I'll get to meet them in person, because the transparency that they have given us is unparalleled.
Transparency who? Where? Why? How? I haven't seen it. They're telling you you're gonna put this stupid Listerine strip on your tongue and these amazing things are going to happen, but then they're not like giving you any science to back it up. Where's the transparency?
We are about to change lives here, okay? My mentor started posting about elomir. And as soon as I seen that post, there was something in me saying, hey, you need to check into this, okay? Because here's number one. My mentor, she's very self-conscious, or very let me think of how I need to say this. She cares about what she puts in her body, okay? She's very particular about what products she uses. She's very particular about foods that she eats, any kind of anything, period, that she puts in her body. She's very, very, very aware and conscious about it, okay? She's very particular about a lot of things like that as far as health-wise. And so when she told me, when I messaged her, when she told me that she was partnering with this company and told me all the information that she could share at that time.
Oh, she says that, by the way. This is another thing I forgot to bring up. Even though elomir hasn't launched yet, some people have received the product and have been able to try it for themselves, but the people who did had to sign an NDA. Huh, weird. Erin says that she has the NDA. She says it's not even a legally binding document, so it's like all bullshit anyway. But she's like, my upline was, well, she said mentor, but she means her upline, dude. What she was allowed to tell me. It's because she signed an NDA, and everyone who has used elomir so far has signed an NDA. Isn't that wild? Like, why are you writing off that your upline, your mentor, oh no, she's very particular about what she puts in her body, so I know that she joined this for the right reasons because it's a good product. Why are you writing off the fact that it's probably because she saw that it was a fucking ground floor opportunity and she can make money off of it? It's so simple. You really think if someone is presented with, hey, there's this new product, you can make a shitload of money off of it, it's ground floor, if you get in now, you're gonna make a buttload of money. Why is it so hard for you to believe that that is all it takes for your upline to be like, I'm in, regardless of what the product is? She's gonna use the excuse, oh, well, she cares about what she puts in her body. But like, elomir's new. There can't be long-term studies on its uses because it's new. Not enough is known about it. So if you're particular about what you put in your body, wouldn't you want to put something in your body that has been tested, has seen actual results, has been studied in multiple ways by multiple people to guarantee that what you're putting in your body is not going to hurt you? Meanwhile, you got NAC, which can give you diarrhea, among other things. And also, I guess there was a study that said that mice tumors grew faster when you gave NAC to them. It sounds to me like that is not the reason why she decided to join elomir, and she's just using that as an excuse. Oh, well, like, how fucking easy is it for me to be like, I only drink this particular energy drink because I like the chemical makeup of it? I just said that. It's not true. I drink this because it's good, but I'll drink other energy drinks too. Like, I don't care. But just because I said that, you're gonna take my word for it without considering that maybe possibly there's another reason, and that other reason is money. Come on, you're not that naive, and I would hope that most people watching this are not that naive to believe that what you're saying is true. They're only in this ground floor opportunity MLM because they like the product. No.
I knew for her to say yes to this opportunity, I knew it had to be a big deal because
money.
Here's the thing. She didn't need the money. It's not the money why she's there, it's the mission.
Okay, so by that logic, Jeff Bezos should have just stopped making money off of Amazon a long time ago because he was set financially for the rest of his life years ago. So if he didn't need the money, why would he continue? The prospect of making more money for just about anybody is enough to keep somebody going. That's why all the time we hear these MLMers being like, oh, I retired, but then I joined this other company because like the opportunity and the product was so good. No, it's because you saw an opportunity to just make more money. More money equals more freedom in this country, let's be fucking honest. And probably around the world. You cannot be that naive. You have to know that that's bullshit. And you can argue it all you want. Be like, well, you don't know my heart. You don't know me. It's like, I fucking know human nature, bitch. And I know how to tell when someone's lying.
Because she's already successful in 2 of her business. She has a career. Plus she's already successful in 1 of her network marketing journeys, okay? So it wasn't money reasons why she chose this, okay?
Yes, it
was.
was.
I knew that if she chose this, that there had to be something great here.
Money.
Okay? And literally, I got chills talking about it because...
Don't people get chills when they lie, too? I am not a good liar, so therefore, like, I don't lie very often. But I feel like chills could be a reaction to your body, like a fight or flight kind of thing. Couldn't it be? Your body's having a physical reaction to you doing something that it doesn't like. Could it be that?
I got chills coming over my face. Like, I literally get chills talking about elomir. I literally get almost teary-eyed because... there was something telling me, like, I've been feeling for a little while, for the last few months, that there was going to be a shift coming in my life. I've been feeling it for 2 or 3 months or more. Like, that there was going to be a shift and things were going to improve and that things were going to come into play here. Like, I had a feeling that there was going to be some type of shift. I didn't know what it was, but I've been having this feeling, and anybody that knows me knows that I sense things. I have that sixth sense, if you will. Like, my gut has never failed me. Never, not one time has my gut ever failed me.
Are you sure?
And I've been feeling like there was a shift about to come into my life. I didn't know what, I didn't know, but for the last few years, I've prayed for a ground floor opportunity.
Why would you pray specifically for a ground floor opportunity, regardless of what the product is? I just want a ground floor opportunity. Because of the money! Because of the money! Hello? Because why else would you want something specifically a ground floor opportunity? There's literally no other reason for it.
With a company. Someplace I could start that I wouldn't have, that had bigger,
Here we go.
I'm trying to think how I want to say it, because I don't want to say anything to, the quicker you get into a company, the easier it is kind of to advance, if that, if that's how should I put it?
You know why you're having such a hard time choosing your words right now? Is because there's no way to say this that doesn't sound bad, because it's not good. She said what we're all always saying all the fucking time, and what people in multi-level marketing companies try to point at when we bring it up, and they're like, no, that's not true. Literally what she said is a ground floor opportunity in a multi-level marketing company is going to provide an easier path to the top of the compensation plan. This is basically what she said. That was a more comprehensive way of saying what she just said. Why did she say that? Because it's the fucking truth. Look at it this way. You get in early with an MLM that's about to blast off into outer space. If you are that first person who joins, you are then solely responsible for recruiting more people. Therefore, your downline is going to grow beneath you. And then people who get in later are going to already be way down in your downline. And then they're going to recruit more people. But like ultimately, it's all going to go back up to you because you were the first person. It's like a family tree. It's a natural progression, and it works the same way in MLMs. If you are the first person there and you're gonna recruit, what is it they usually say? You recruit 5 people and then they recruit 5 people, and then all you have to do is be the first one in and recruit 5 people. And then if those people recruit people, you're not doing nothing, but you are working your way to the top, baby, because of the work that other people beneath you are doing. And there's nothing you can say that makes that sound good, because it's not.
If you come into a company farther down the road, it's harder to work your way up. Okay?
Farther?
And I've been pretty successful with both of my businesses, and I wouldn't change that for the world. But I prayed for the last couple years to have an opportunity that I would love to have an opportunity to be with a startup of a company and have a ground floor opportunity. I wanted that not just for me, but I wanted that for my kids. Because being a single mom, it's up to me solely here to provide for my kids, you know, and I want a better life for me and for my kids. And so
does everyone else.
I knew when my mentor started telling me all these things, you know, telling me about the product, number one, and I was like, what? I knew that this was going to be a big deal. Okay, number one, there's a ground floor opportunity here. Okay, the field is wide open here in this company. Okay. No, hey Teresa, number two, and this is where people are hating, okay? Part of it.
Here we go.
We have a product here. There's nothing like it out on the market, okay? This product cannot be replicated or duplicated.
So here's the part that I was saying, you know, she's going to start saying this, and she's going to say this a lot, and again, I'll probably cut a lot of it out, because she seriously says this like 15 times in this whole fucking video. But I already proved to you that, like, the active ingredients that are in Elomir are ones that you can buy from a healthcare store, from a supplement store, for pretty fucking cheap. It's not in Listerine strip form, it's in pill form, but ultimately you're consuming the same exact shit. It doesn't dissolve as fast in saliva on your tongue, it goes down into your tummy, and then your stomach acid helps dissolve it and then absorb it into your bloodstream. Like, what do you fucking think happens when you take an edible? Let's say that. You eat it, you put it in your tummy, and 30 to 45 minutes later, you're feeling it, baby. Why? Because putting something in your mouth and putting it in your stomach, either way, it's gonna go to your bloodstream. To deny that is to deny science and reality. What happens when you drink alcohol? You take a sip, 30 minutes later, you're feeling a little buzzed. Well, a sip, if you're a lightweight like me, swallow it, it goes into your stomach, and like you feel the effects, and it doesn't take months. Like, I just want to know what kind of science they think they have. So it's going to be really interesting when they launch to see like what their website says, because you know they'll have like a science section. They usually do. And if they don't, then that's fucking sketchy too. Because then they're not even trying to convince anybody that their product is exceptional in any way. But my point is, it can't be replicated. No, you can literally just go buy the individual ingredients and take them as pills, and they'll ultimately affect your body the same way. The delivery system is just a little different, but ultimately you're gonna achieve the same effects, and you're gonna spend less money buying them individually.
It's not another pill. It's not another collagen. It's not another patch or whatever. This is something that there's nothing else like it out on the market.
A Listerine
Now,
strip.
before any haters start coming in and saying, oh, but there is. Now, what you're not understanding, this idea per se is not new, something new. What is new that cannot be duplicated is the absorption and delivery system here.
Okay, so as someone who is a healthcare provider, like, she's obviously been through some kind of medical school, so she should know that what she's saying is bullshit. She probably does know that what she's saying is bullshit, but she's just gonna pretend that she doesn't know any better, whatever, because she wants to sell this opportunity and she wants to sell the product. Because money. Because money! That's ultimately what this all comes down to, and she can deny it all she fucking wants. But please, it is not that hard to sit here and say,
It's not about the money.
even though she, like, ultimately said she joined network marketing for the money. Like, she said that. And she'll say that it's not true anymore, but come on. We're not that naive. You may be that naive, but we are not.
Okay, so we have a product here, ground floor opportunity, a product that cannot be duplicated.
You're full of shit.
And we have people backing us. Some of the biggest names, if not the biggest name in the country,
In network marketing.
who has helped back and start many other successful big name businesses, partnering with this company,
Making
that
a company.
everything he touches literally turns to gold. Okay? And I got chills talking about it again.
Okay, so money.
It was a no-brainer for me, you all, to say yes. That I
Duh.
want this. When I heard what this product does, okay? See, I knew what the product did before I ever knew all the other stuff. This product is going to bypass your digestive system and go straight to your bloodstream.
Saliva is part of your digestive system. So no, it will not bypass your digestive system. And what happens when you swallow that saliva? It goes into your tummy, which is also part of your digestive system. Shut the fuck up.
Giving you instant impact.
Shut up. You're wrong.
Whenever you take a supplement, a lot of times it takes months for a supplement for you to notice anything to start working, right? Imagine, if you will, a hugely horrible day, okay? And you put this strip on your tongue and it melts, and within minutes you feel like the weight of the world's been lifted off your shoulders.
How's this for a fucking claim? And it's like not, I mean, yeah, it's a health claim, but like, because it's like kind of getting into like depression, but it's like a well-being claim. You cannot promise that a product, that a fucking stupid thing that you put on your tongue is going to just melt away all your problems. How fucking gross and manipulative is this fucking sales tactic you're doing here? Are you sad with your life? Are you unhappy with the way that things are? My product can help with that. My product will make you forget everything you hate about your life. It's basically what she just said. You just had a really bad day. Imagine putting a Listerine strip on your tongue and then suddenly you're better. This is snake oil. Like, you look back at hundreds of years of snake oil, like literally snake oil salesmen, and they all say the same shit. And this is no different. This is absolutely no different.
Within minutes, you feel a sense of calmness.
You know what else does that? Weed.
Calm, but yet at the same time, energy.
You're calm, but also energized. You're feeling like you could go to sleep, but also run 70 miles. Talk about conflicting information. I mean, I guess I like see what she's saying, but the way that she's saying it is just, it's stupid.
This product, you all, is going to change lives. When I heard about this product and what it does, it hit close to home for me, okay? It hit close to home for me because I know that this product could help one of the people closest to me in my life. When I heard what this product could do, I know it could help my son.
Oh, God.
This isn't just some fly by the seat of my pants kind of deal. This isn't just some, oh, well, it's a ground floor opportunity.
But isn't that what you prayed for? Also, just the whole bringing up your son thing, like, are you really willing to give something that is not approved by the FDA, that is not scientifically proven to do any of the shit you're saying that it's doing? You're okay with giving that to your child, but meanwhile, I guarantee, well, she's a healthcare professional, so, like, it's hard to say for sure, but I would guarantee that she's at least had hesitation about vaccinating herself against COVID-19 and or her children. Now, that's just just making an assumption, but based on the way she was speaking earlier in this about God and the devil and Satan, I'd be willing to bet that she at least had some qualms about it. And that's FDA approved. But like, you're gonna take fucking elomir and be like, here, my son, take this. It's kind of gross, and I don't know what's going on with her son, and I don't want to diminish that, and I don't want to try to be like, it's probably not as bad as she says it is, because I don't know, and I never want to take that acknowledgement of suffering away from a child. But like, don't give your kids elomir, dude. Ugh, gross.
This is about something a little more personal than that. I know that this product can help me and help me get off some of my medicine that I'm on. Okay, that I've been wanting to stop for a long time.
Oh, fuck.
I don't want to be sad anymore. Or I don't want to have any mood swings. So I stayed on that medicine, okay?
Now, this is the part where Julie Jo and Aaron kind of started talking about feeling bad for her. And to me, as someone who has been on SSRIs for the past decade of my life, more than a decade at this point, if you've never been on antidepressants or anti-anxiety medication and stuff like that, let me explain. And this is just my experience, but I do know that a lot of other people have experienced the same thing. I am a 100% different person when I'm on my SSRIs. When I am not, and I've been off of them in between in the past decade, I hate the person I am. I am erratic. I am unwell. I am an anxious mess. I'm crying all the time. I'm having heart palpitations all the time. I'm having brain zaps all the time. It ain't cool. It ain't fun. And I don't want to ever be that person again. So I will never stop taking my SSRIs ever again. When I first started taking it, it's kind of one of those things where you're kind of not sure, because with mental health, you have to convince the person who is struggling that they need to help themselves, right? You can't force somebody to get mental health help. The person who needs it has to be willing to do it. They have to recognize that there's an issue, and then they have to be willing to fix it, whether it be by medication, by therapy, whatever works. You have to put effort into it too, as a person who is struggling with mental health issues. The thing is that with me, and with doctors too, because you don't know, without doing like actual crazy tests and shit. It's like the first time it's like, are you depressed because it's like a situational thing, or are you depressed because of a chemical imbalance in your brain? In my case, it's the latter. Like, I very clearly have a chemical imbalance that causes me to have anxiety attacks, panic attacks, and low serotonin. That's why store-bought serotonin is a-okay. But you know, I didn't know that at first. So what ended up happening was like, and I was really young, and we didn't end up having kids at this time for probably other medical reasons, but I ended up getting off of my SSRI after being on it for like 8 months or something, because you feel better, right? You're like, I've been on this for this long. You know, I talked to my doctor. I was like, well, we want to start having kids, so I want to get off my SSRI. And she was like, okay, you're feeling better? Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I feel great. Well, guess what the fuck happened after I stopped taking it? You're no longer better. You go back to the person you were before, having the panic attacks and acting erratically and behavioral changes and things like that. So I got back on it, was a much better person. And then at one point, we lost our health insurance, and so I couldn't afford my SSRIs anymore, because we also had an unexpected loss of income at that point. So like, I couldn't then pull, I think it was like $60 or something without insurance. I couldn't pull that out of my butt. So I had to stop taking them for a few months. And what the fuck happened? I went back to being an erratic person. I specifically remember, and I'm being open and honest here, and I hate admitting that I was this person just a few years ago, because I did not have access to my medication that I needed. There's one point we were on a camping trip. Like, we were there with my family, with my sister and my mom and like my husband and Sparrow. It was before we had Griffin. But I, in the middle of the night, had a fucking psychotic break. We're in the middle of the forest, the middle of the night. I get into my SUV and I just start erratically driving around the forest in the middle of the night. I'm not that person. You know, I don't have those like uncontrollable urges to just like go act erratically. My point is, SSRIs can be very, very helpful to people. And I don't know this woman's situation, but I do empathize with the feeling that you need to get off of those medications, or that you want to get off of the medication. There's a lot of shame in it too, because of the kind of mental health stigmas that we still don't have full understanding of on a societal level. So you kind of like start feeling like, I'm better, I'm mentally better. But then the moment you get off of them, like you're not mentally better anymore. So basically what she's saying here is she's feeling that. She's like, I don't want to buy my serotonin at the store anymore. I want to get off these medications. And I've been there. I understand what it feels like to feel like you want to be able to make that serotonin yourself. And for some people, that's just not a reality. Your body doesn't work that way. So, you know, maybe she is on these medications for just like a specific reason, and she doesn't have a chemical imbalance or whatever. But she says she's been on for years, so I'm like, eh. My point is like, and you can't just quit these things cold turkey, because that fucked you up. Again, I had to do that because we lost our benefits. It's It's awful. It is horrible. But she's like, this product, this fucking stupid fucking yellow ass square that I put on my tongue can keep me from taking these medications. And then the other thing is too, and Julie Jo made this good point when she was talking about this. So elomir is like almost $90 for a 30-day supply, right? With my insurance, with my health insurance, when I go and buy my SSRIs, they're like less than $10. I can get like a 3-month supply for like, I think like $11 or something like that. Much cheaper. Obviously it goes through insurance or whatever. But even without the insurance, remember when earlier I was saying that like without our insurance, it was like $60 and like I couldn't even scrape that up? It's like $60 for a month's supply of actual medication that actually helps, or $90 for this bullshit product that scientifically is not going to stop your anxiety attacks. It's fucking turmeric and NAC in a vitamin. Like it's not going to do what she says it's going to do. So this is so fucking dangerous. This rhetoric that she is spreading, this misinformation that she is spreading, it's horrifying to me because she is going to hurt people. If you are going to sit there and be like, this product will replace your dependence on store-bought serotonin or on other mental health medications. And again, you know, I've been sitting here making assumptions about her politics and whatever based on her stance on Christianity and whatever. You know what? She says something later that like 100% says that she's a QAnoner. So fucking whatever. Okay, I'm about 99% sure that this is how she feels. But if she's a QAnoner and falls on the far right, like I believe she does, she's probably very like, guns don't kill people, people kill people, and that's why we need to focus on mental health. And it's like, but then you're gonna sit here and be like, get off your antidepressants. It's unbelievable. The hypocrisy and the danger in what this woman is saying is so dangerous. And this is why I'm like, Julie Jo and Aaron were trying to be understanding of her and being kind to her and being like, I feel so bad for her. This is why I can't feel bad for her, because what she's doing is so hypocritical and so fucking dangerous. I can't feel bad for that. And why is she doing this? Pray tell. Oh, because she knows she's gonna make money off of it. Period. She admitted that network marketing is something she got into because of money. And she's gonna sit here and say, well, no, I stayed in it because I love helping people. How are you helping anybody if you're trying to get them off of literally a medication that can save people's lives? It's so disgusting. You are harming so many people. If there is a God, you're burning in hell. All right.
I don't want to be angry or be tired all the time or moody or trying to think of some of the words that I'm trying. But I don't. This is something personal for me because.
So I suppose elomir would help with all that.
Take those medicines. Okay, I've been wanting to stop those medicines for a while now. And this is going to help me do it. This is me speaking for my own personal self. This is not for I'm not speaking for anyone else. But that's what I'm seeing happening in my life with this. Okay. When I started hearing testimonials about what this product did for them within 2 to 5 minutes to 20 minutes, one was 24 hours. But here's the thing with this.
That's a really big difference in time there. To say that the same product, one person took it and it hit them within 20 minutes. Another person took the same product and it hit them within 24 hours. That's a pretty big span. You can say, oh, well, you know, medications or supplements affect people differently. I don't think that differently. If one thing is happening, if it's instant impact for some people, but 24-hour impact for another person, that doesn't make sense. I don't think that's a thing, and I don't think that's how any of this works.
The more you take it, like it's once a day, but the longer you take it, the longer those results are going to last. And most people that take it, their results last for 24 hours. But the longer you take it, the more it gets into your body, the longer it's going to last. Okay? So when I found out what this product can do and has done for people instantly, whereas you take supplements for things and it takes months for them to even feel like they started working, right? You know, I love my collagen. I sell my collagen. And I love my collagen because I actually had results, and that's why I sell the collagen. That's the entire reason I went to Bellamy, was for my collagen. But it was because I seen results, and I didn't see immediate results. It took about a month and a half for me to start seeing results.
Okay, but here's another thing too, is that like Bellamy is not the only company that sells collagen, and they certainly don't have the highest quality collagen you can buy. They'll probably say that when they're selling it to you, but that is simply not true. If it was just a matter of taking collagen, why did you have to join an MLM to do that? Like I mentioned earlier, MLMs will boost the price up. They will inflate the price in order to pay for the commissions of the uplines, of the top 1%, basically, the bonuses, the team building signing bonuses, the cars, whatever the fuck. So there's that. If it's just about taking collagen, why would you choose to buy it from an MLM? I know why. There's a money-making scheme involved within that. If it was just about the collagen, you can go find the best that money can buy and still probably cheaper than Bellamy. But no, she chose Bellamy because she knew that she could make money off of it. So it's not just about the product, because collagen is something you can buy from other sources that aren't MLMs. This is how I know this bitch is lying.
My skin started glowing, my hair was really growing, my nails started getting thick, and I was like, wow. But with elomir and this product, I literally cannot wait to get my hands on it, because the first time I take it, I'm gonna go live. And I'm gonna let you all see if you notice a difference in me.
That's right. That's right. That's the part I happened to leave out here. She hasn't even tried the product. Let that sink in. Did you fucking hear the claims she's been making this whole time? And she's been saying this without having even tried the product herself. Let that sink in. That's fucking wild. Now, here's something that we say all the time, because a lot of people in MLMs will be like, don't knock it till you try it. You can't talk shit about Monat because you've never tried it. You've never used our shampoo and you've never experienced hair loss from our shampoo. So therefore, you can, just shit like that. And we will always snap back and say, well, I don't have to try the product to know that it's bullshit, to know that it's probably not a good idea. That's a totally different thing here. What we're saying is, I don't have to try your product to know that it's not a good idea. What her thing is I don't have to try the product to know that it works. You have no personal experience with it, and there's no scientific evidence to back it up. So you literally cannot honestly say this without having tried the product. And she's like, when I get the product, I'm gonna go live and I'll show you.
And I'm gonna do that. Like, I'm gonna go live, and I'll let y'all see me take it on air. I'm gonna take it before, I'm gonna do it with you all. And I'm gonna let you all see if you can tell a difference in me being on live. Okay?
Do you want to see how easy it is to fucking fake this shit? Hold on.
Hey y'all, I'm just gonna let some people pop on here. Hey, I know, this lipstick is so cute, I know. Hey Sheila, hey. Okay, so I have this amazing product that I'm going to show you exactly how it works. I've never taken a sip of this before, ever. This is this amazing product that the moment you take it, you are overcome with the feeling of a loss of all anxiety. Everything that is negative in your life is just going to melt away. You're gonna be able to jump higher than you've ever been able to jump before. And I just wanted to show you my very first sip of this to show you the instant impact that this drink will give me. So oh, hi Kaylee. Without further ado, guys, here's my very first sip of this life-changing drink. Oh! 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 Oh my god! Oh my god! I have never been able to jump that high in my whole life. Even my cat loves it. Oh my, she is feeling the effects through me. Oh my god, I feel so free. I feel like a totally different person. I feel like I could conquer anything. I feel like the haters and Satan can't get anywhere near me. Yeah. That's right, Brittany. You can see the difference, right? Do you see the difference in me? I'm a totally different person after just one sip.
Y'all see how easy that was? Was any of that true? No. And guess what? She can do it too. Man, I would love to see her reaction to taking elomir, because she's gonna do this live, y'all. She said she's gonna do this live. She's gonna put it on her tongue and immediately be like, wow. Y'all, I feel like the weight of the world is lifted off my shoulders. That is what's going to happen, like, immediately. Oh, I feel like I could shit and fart rainbows right now. I just said that. Is it true? No. So anything this woman fucking says, anything she says when she goes on a Facebook Live, it's acting, it's insincere, and it's bullshit.
But I'm going to do that. And I'm not going to take it beforehand. As soon as I get it, I will go live with you all, and I will try it on air. I will go live, and you all will see me. I said that from day one. But this is not a product you're going to have to wait months to figure out if it's working or not. This is an instant impact kind of deal. Okay. This isn't you're going to have to wait 4 or 5 weeks or 10 to get a result. And that's a big, big deal. So when I heard all of this stuff, when I heard we have a ground floor opportunity here, when I heard we have a product that no one else has, when I heard we had a product that cannot be duplicated or replicated, when I heard the benefits of all this, when I heard that this company is backed by one of the biggest names in the industry, period.
Created by the CEO of Prove It, but okay, go off.
It was a no-brainer for me to say yes here.
Money.
It was a no-brainer for me.
Yeah.
Because we're about to impact the world here. Okay? And I'm not just, this isn't just some BS talk. Y'all know me. I'm not going to partner with anybody that I don't truly believe in the product or believe in the company. And I'm not going to just partner with anybody for no reason. Okay, I think y'all have
no reason, right? But money is a reason, which is the reason you joined Lime Life in the first place. Like, you said that, so.
Follow me and you've been with me long enough to know that's not me. But I'm telling you all, I believe with everything in me, everything in my soul and my body, this is going to impact the world. And I'm not just saying that. People, and I've had to have, now I'll get to the haters, okay?
Let's go.
They come out of the woodwork today, y'all. Hating. I've been tagged on Instagram by people I don't even know because they know that I'm associated with Elomir.
That fucking laugh was like unhinged. So that's the comment that I was talking about, that she was tagged in on Amber's post that I read to you earlier. There was like a conversation underneath. I'm gonna let her play a little bit longer before we go through that. What she's about to say is just like stretching the truth on what the situation actually is.
Like, I encourage the haters. I love the haters because they're gonna boost my algorithm. Okay, they're gonna take me to higher in the newsfeed so people will see me.
So that does not work the way she thinks it does. Ma'am, this is some boomer shit. She's not a boomer. I mean, she's probably a little bit older than me. That doesn't matter. She clearly does not understand the way algorithms work. I guess now is a good time I can show you exactly what the fuck went on, what she's talking about here. So, okay, I showed you Amber's post, basically talking about Elomir's a scam, multi-level marketing is a scam, hashtag changed the conversation. This person tagged the person we're watching in a comment, and she did respond to somebody that wasn't the original poster, but that comment's gone, so I don't know, but she just said, "Bwahaha. I've been in network marketing for the last 3.5 years. It's not all bad. Elomir will be my third company. I'm currently with Plus. I work as an X-ray tech full-time. Haters will always hate. I spread love, not hate. And you're a fucking liar." All the haters are about to see the legacy being built here. Yeah, the legacy that we're building, because if this company goes anywhere like Boo did, we're gonna have this shit shut down. And the reason I'm like even comparing it to Boo is because there's an ingredient in here that the FDA tried to ban. There is literally grounds for this product to be pulled off the market. Basically, the FDA wants this kind of product to be pulled off the shelves, off of the market, but there are proponents for the vitamin and supplement industry who are going to fight back on that. Clearly, they already have. So yeah, it is going to be a lot bigger of a fight than just being like, these people are selling dirt, but I don't see much of a difference here. I see that there is very clearly an issue with this product that is enough for it to catch the attention of the FDA. Maybe it might even be a good idea to start reporting things to the FDA regarding this. So then Erin responded to her comment. Okay, so just as a recap, someone tagged this woman in Amber's comments and basically said, "Hey, Amber, help this person because she's about to ruin her life with Elomir." She responded to that comment, and then Erin responded to her. And if you know anything about Instagram, when you go to leave a comment, you can click the reply button if you're replying to somebody, and it will automatically tag them so that they see the notification, because it's not their post. It's not a post that they made. So unless you tag that person, they will not see your response to the comment you left. So literally what happened here is that Erin clicked the reply button. It automatically tagged her so that she could see the response. Amber also did this. And then like after a few back and forth things, like Amber and Erin were basically testing her, being like, "What are your sources? What are this?" The sources she sent were financialfreedom.com. Like, come on, that is the most biased source you could ever link. Anyway, eventually she tagged Erin and said, "Thank you so much for continuing your use of my name." Well, she said, "Continuing you use my name. You are helping to boost me higher with the algorithm algorithm and more people I will reach. That's literally not how that works. And she wasn't just like tagging you. Like she wasn't like actively going to find elomir reps and tagging them and being like, hey, fuck you. Hey, you're about to join a scam and ruin people's lives. That's not what was happening here. She was responding to a comment. Who cares? I stay in my own lane. I'm not the one tagging people I don't know in the comments of others' posts. And Erin said this, which is the actual truth here. She said, if we were commenting on your post, then that would be true, but it's actually boosting the Amber Nice algorithm. Yeah, this is Amber's post. There are conversations going on Amber's post in Amber's comment section. That is boosting the algorithm on Amber's account, not on the people tagged in the comments. That's not how this works. But anyway, yeah, we can go back and listen to her talk about this more, because she's basically gonna lie about this whole thing. She did say, you know, people are tagging me that I don't know. Again, it sounds like that person who originally tagged her in Amber's post has some sort of tie to her, some kind of personal connection there, because she clearly is concerned about her joining elomir, which I don't know for sure. I don't know how they're connected, but she knew her somehow. So I'm like, this isn't someone tagging you that you don't know. And then like the subsequent comments responding to your comment, tagging you so that you can see the response. That's just how Instagram works. They're not being like, hey, let's tag this girl in the, no, they're just responding to your comments. So you're gonna see here, she's gonna go off and be like, all these people are tagging me. And it's like, that's not the reality of the situation. You are lying. You are trying to make yourself sound more important than you actually are to your vulnerable audience of people who are fucking listening to this bullshit. It's so frustrating. She's a manipulator and she's a liar. And again, I don't feel bad for her.
Okay, so I love the haters.
Yeah, sure.
Like, I love it because I thrive on that, actually, because
I thrive on it, so I made an 1.5 hour long Facebook Live video about them. Make it make sense. Let's see how much she loves this video. I'm sure she's gonna love it.
if somebody doesn't have anything better to do with their time than to get on somebody's post and start trashing a company they know nothing about.
I'm beginning to think that we know more about elomir than you do, ma'am. We know what we can find on the internet, which is, I guess, a substantial amount of good information. To be like, you don't know anything about the company you're talking about. A lot of this is like, I don't need to know about the company because MLMs generally all work the same way. There might be subtle differences here and there, but for the most part, they all run the same way. Their compensation plans work the same way. They have the same general kind of bonuses. This one MLM might pay 40%, another MLM might pay 25%, but generally they all work the same way. They might just like have roundabout ways of achieving the same goal. I don't need to know the specifics of elomir, but I can say that considering that the person who started elomir also owns and operates Prove It, I would imagine there's going to be a lot of similarities there, and we do know a lot about Prove It, and we know it's a fucking pyramid scheme. So I would venture to say that perhaps there's really not much of a difference, but again, I don't need to know the specifics of those differences because all MLMs generally work the same. And it's not hard to find the information that this product you guys are selling. It's just absolute fucking quack science. And it's bullshit or it's overinflated claims. Again, just go buy the fucking active ingredients from the vitamin shop. GNC, like go buy that shit, the same exact ingredients from there, and you'll have the same results.
Only what they've heard anti-MLM people saying and spreading lies.
No lies.
And they're going to get on somebody's post.
Also, okay, I know I'm pausing a lot, I'm sorry. A lot of this that I'm getting from Erin and Julie, I guess there was like a Zoom call that the CEO held. I haven't seen it. I don't know where it's at or if it's been posted anywhere. But according to Julie and Erin, a lot of what we're saying came from the CEO's mouth herself. So it's like, what lies are we spreading? Literally. I want you to tell me what I have said this entire video so far that was a lie. Tell me. Everything I'm telling you right now is based on my personal understanding of the information that has been presented to me, and none of it is a lie. It's really not that hard to be able to think critically. It's really not that hard to like see a piece of information and go, is this worth sharing? Does it have any ground to stand on? Because like, I'm not gonna sit here and like listen to what this girl says and be like, oh, well, she said that it can get you off of your SSRIs, so that must be the case. That must be true. No. You know why I say that's probably not true? Because there's no evidence to support that. That's dangerous and just like not reflective of actual reality. It's really not that hard to just be a a critical thinker. I might have some very strong opinions, but I generally know how critical thinking works and how when someone says something and someone presents information to me, I know how to be skeptical and be like, well, I'm not going to believe what you say until I'm presented with evidence to support it. And here with Elomir, there's just none. But what I do know for sure is how MLMs work, how they operate, how the people within them operate, their sales tactics, the lies, the manipulation. Those are all things I know that are factual, backed by statistics, not only just like legitimate statistics, but anecdotal evidence too, and my own personal experience with MLMs. There's a lot there. There is a lot that backs up everything that we say, and there's basically nothing backing up anything she's saying. So who are you gonna believe? I would hope you would say not this woman.
They don't know anything they're talking about.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt me. It's going to fire me up. It's going to light a fire under me bigger than I've had ever.
Okay, but I thought you didn't care about the haters. But now it's gonna light a fire under you. Do you care or do you not care? Are the haters going to affect you or not? Sounds to me like they are.
Like, literally, I thrive on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Why would they hate the product? Well, your guess is as good as mine because, number one, here's the thing, okay? We're not even launched yet, you all, and we're already viral.
Define viral. What is viral to you, ma'am? I guarantee if you went out to a grocery store, and just like interviewed every person and said, hey, have you heard of Elomir? 99% of them are gonna be like, no, what's Elomir? Viral is like when everybody knows about it, well, I guess not everybody, but when like a large percentage of the population knows about it. If you were to go to Walmart and ask the same questions of like, do you know what Nyam Cat is? Nyam, 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 nyam. You start singing that? Yeah. What about Keyboard Cat? All I know are cat memes. Have you heard of Keyboard Cat? Everyone's gonna know what the fuck that is. What about the Numa Numa guy? Have you seen this video of the Numa Numa guy? That's viral. Oh, Gangnam Style. That's viral. That's something that went viral. You ask that same group of people if they know what Elomir is, it didn't go viral. I think what she's defining as what viral is that the anti-MLM movement picked up on what they were fucking doing and we're trying to combat it. It's getting attention, yeah, but it's ultimately not gonna end up being the kind of attention you want. And we even saw this with Black Oxygen Organics. I'm sorry to keep bringing it up, but it's relevant. So when I snuck into their compliance call, a video that they tried to bully me into taking down, they didn't want people to hear of the bullshit they were spewing. The guy was like, hey, we are thriving. The haters have made our profits just skyrocket. We're doing so much better ever since we got haters. And then what happened like a month later? They shut down. And it turns out that everything they were saying was a lie. As a matter of fact, the haters got the FTC and the FDA on their asses, got their shit recalled, caused a whole viral storm. Like, you want to talk about what's viral? News outlets were picking this shit up. There's class action lawsuits. Like, a bunch of people know about what Black Oxygen Organics is. And even if it's not that, if it's like, have you heard of the MLM that sells dirt? Like, a lot of people are gonna know what that is because it got media attention outside of a niche. Some guy was on Joe Rogan promoting it. You know what I mean? Like, that is more viral than anything. So Black Oxygen Organics goes viral. And what happened? They got shut down. But usually when these people are like, I love my haters, they're making me famous. It's like, no, your haters are actively working to get your asses shut down. And we have gotten companies shut down before, and we're gonna get more shut down. I think Elomir is like target number one for a lot of people right now for good reason. So put that on your pipe and smoke it.
That's a big deal, okay? When you have a product that has not even launched and the public doesn't even have it, it's gone viral already, you know you're onto something good, right? I mean, let's just...
Not all attention is good attention. I think Elomir is getting a lot of negative attention for good reason.
My CEO has haters because she doesn't engage with them. She loves them. Like, she made a post and I shared her post and I commented about haters on mine, and then some of the haters come out. But go back and look at that post and just read what my CEO wrote to all of her haters, because literally they're coming out of the woodwork. She's been in this industry. She's seen the ups. She's seen the downs. She's seen good people. She's seen horrible people. She's seen people rip each other apart. She's seen it all in this industry. And, well, I think that's a good question because you're exactly right. A lot of people feel threatened. Okay? And here's why. When you're backed by one of the biggest people in this industry, when you have people come into this network marketing, people that have retired, coming out of retirement to come to this company, That's a big deal.
That literally only says they're here to make money. Like I was saying earlier, if they're retired and now they're like, oh, I want to join this company, it's because it's a ground floor opportunity and they know how MLMs work. And if they get in right now, they're just going to make money easy. Easy as pie. Why wouldn't you, if you knew that something was going to take off and you're going to make a bunch of money, why wouldn't you jump on that shit to get that residual income? Because the people who get into MLMs early are the ones that end up getting that residual income. It's basically easy money. So like, why wouldn't you? It's all about the money. People are not coming out of MLM retirement because they're like, wow, that product's amazing. They're coming out of MLM retirement because they're like, wow, I can make some more passive income if I just join this MLM. It's not about the product. It's never about the product. As a matter of fact, I want to say it was the MLM Boss Babe posted today that Jessie Lee, Prove It fame, we're talking about Prove It again. Jessie Lee made a post the other day on her story that was like, people don't join my business for the product, saying the quiet part out loud. When we say it, people are like, no, I sell it because I love it. And it's like, no, you don't. You love it because you sell it and you have a business opportunity there. Like 9 times out of 10, that's why people join MLMs. But Jessie Lee herself is like, it's not about the product. Yup.
That's how much they believe in our CEOs and this company and this product. That they literally came out of retirement to come here. When they already said, I'm done with networking, they've come out of retirement to come here. Okay? That's a huge deal. So whenever that happens and people start hating, okay? Because people start hating because they hate to see anyone be successful.
Okay, let me put it this way. I hate to see anyone get successful off of the losses of others. I hate to see somebody make money while almost everybody beneath them are in worse financial situations than they were before they joined, and you are making that success off of the backs of them. Yeah, I hate that. You know why? Because it's not fucking fair. One person being successful while many others beneath them are suffering to bring that success to that person. Yeah, I hate that because most people are suffering at the expense of one person. I don't know why I have to explain why that's a bad thing, but like from a humanitarian, ethical standpoint, that's not cool and that's not good. And not only that, but you are using people's vulnerabilities to manipulate people into joining so that you are successful. You're not doing it honestly. You're not doing it out of the kindness of your heart. You're doing it because money, and you don't care how you get that money, and that's gross, and I hate that. Yeah, you're right. I do hate that. But if you're going to go be successful without harming other people, good for you. Great job. I'm happy for you. It's not a matter of, I hate to see people be successful. Go start your own small business. If you have a great idea, if you're innovative and you end up making money off of it, not even that, if you're good at what you do and you sell services or, I don't know, art or something, like if you're good at something and you're monetizing it and you're successful, that's amazing. As long as you're not hurting other people. The moment you start hurting other people is when I start to get pissed off. So sure, call me a hater because I fucking hate to see people manipulated like this.
Because I'm going to tell you, the more successful that you are, yes, it's different here. It's unlike any business I've been with. It's different here.
Every person in a multi-level marketing company says this. My company's different. I've never seen a compensation plan like this. I've never seen a product like this. This is different from every other MLM you've ever heard. They all say that. Doesn't matter what company you're in, they all say it.
What's going to be different here is the fact, no, this is something brand spanking new. The concept, per se, is not new, okay? But the technology behind this one is new. And it can't be duplicated and it can't be replicated, okay? Because a biochemist that is here created it. It cannot be duplicated or anything, okay? So whenever you have those kind of things, people start getting a little antsy. People start, like, talking trash because they don't want to see other people succeed.
That's not it. No. Could it be possible that this product of yours also is just all bullshit? I've given enough examples of why I feel that way and why I hope that you would watch this video and also feel that way. She's making up a reason in her head why people are such haters. So far from the truth without actually acknowledging what the truth is.
Haters are going to hate no matter what, right? How many times have you ever had something good in your life happen? Yes. How many times have you ever had something good in your life happen? And there will be a percentage of the people, just like 75% will cheer you on and be happy, right? But you're always going to have that 25% that it doesn't matter what you did, that it would never be good enough.
That is a lot of people, and if you are surrounding yourself, 25% of people in your life are fucking assholes every time you do something good. It's like if you, I don't know, graduate from university and get a degree, you're gonna tell me that 25% of people who see that success are gonna be like, no! Normal people don't act like that. I mean, if you get like one person maybe, and then that person is like sad and pathetic with their own lives, and they're just projecting their own failures onto you because they hate to see other people succeed. But that is not the reality of most people on this planet. I cannot think of a situation where I would see anyone like holding up a diploma and being like, I just graduated, got my master's degree or whatever, where I would be like, ugh, ew. It's like, no, from a human perspective, it's like, good for you. You worked hard and you got that degree, great job. And you didn't have to hurt anybody or harm anyone to get it. It's really not that hard of a concept to understand, and it's so fucking frustrating to have to put these words out there, out of my brain, and then out of my mouth, and into the ether, because for some fucking reason, these people just don't get that. They're just like, well, I'm making money and someone's mad about it, so we're mad about it, because the methods that you are using to obtain that success are unethical and shitty and manipulative and gross. So yeah, find success without any of those things and we'll all be happy for you. Yeah. This ain't it. This ain't it, sis.
That it would never measure up, that it would never, that you're going to fail or whatever. There's always going to be those people, okay? Hey, girl. There's always going to be those people who will never be in your corner. There's always going to be those people who will always be a hater for somebody.
Who?
Right? There's always going to be those people who will never, who are miserable in their own lives, that they have nothing better to do than to go nitpicking and scrolling other people's posts, and there's always going to be those people.
Well, right, if you're doing something wrong, then you fucking deserve to be nitpicked. You deserve to be picked apart. The way I'm fucking picking you apart right now, the way I've been sitting here for 2 hours and 17 minutes, this video's obviously been edited, so it's not been this long, but this is how long I've been sitting here nitpicking her shit, and she deserves it. It's not because I have nothing better to do. Part of it is because this is my job. This is what I do. It didn't start out that way. See, here's the difference is that, like, I've told this story before, so if you've heard it, I'm sorry, but if you're new here, here's my story about how I ended up making anti-MLM content. I was in MLMs. I've been on YouTube since 2005. I went to film school. I wanted to do something professionally in the film industry, but then I dropped out because I ended up not liking the film industry, but I still wanted to edit. So as a hobby, I was a dog groomer for 10 years. That was my job. But as a hobby on the side, I would just make fun YouTube videos, not for money. I've been monetized on YouTube for a long time because I was kind of grandfathered in because I've been on the platform for so long, but it was never about money. It was about, because like my passion was editing and making videos. That's what I did through school. That's what I did with my friends growing up. It's just always been a hobby for me. And then one fine day, I decided enough was enough in my MLM and posted a video just talking about my experience with it because no one else was doing it. And I just felt like it was important for someone to hear somewhere. And it ended up gaining traction, and a lot of people were like, oh my God, I had the same situation. Oh my God, I experienced the same thing. And that's when I realized, like, no one is talking about this and it should be talked about more. So I just started doing it. I started researching more, and then like I fell into the fucking Young Living rabbit hole, and that's really what started it for me, because up until that point I was like making dumb videos where like, because I was in a candle MLM, so like I was burning all of my old wax and stuff into Franken candles, and like at one point I bought a bunch of LuLaRoe leggings off of eBay for super cheap because there was a bunch of controversy with LuLaRoe at that time and I thought it was funny. It was just like funny shit. But then when you really start learning about the bullshittery that is MLMs, it's really hard to just let that go, and that's what happened with me. I found the Young Living rabbit hole and I fell down it hard, and I made a video about it and it blew up, and I'm like, holy shit, if this is going on in Young Living, what the fuck else is going on in other companies? And it just blossomed from there. I was on YouTube because this was a hobby for me, and I've been on YouTube for 17 fucking years. Jesus Christ, I'm an old woman. You will never find any of my old videos. Like, I mean, they're all private on this channel, so they're still there. You'll just never find them, but a lot of them were from high school, like my high school film projects. I think I had like even my community college film school short film is on here. Like, you'll never find it because it's private. A lot of that shit from even before all that was just dumb shit I did with my friends when I was like 14 years old. Embarrassing shit that I don't ever want anyone else to ever lay eyes on. It's always been like fun and something I just like supplemented my life with as like leisure, and then it just ended up turning into my job. I didn't originally start any of this because I wanted to make this my job, because because originally I was like, I want to be a film editor, and then I decided I didn't want to do that, so then I just was like, if I feel like editing, I'll just do it on my own time for leisure. Sometimes you just can't like control how the universe works out, but I'm happy with the way it worked out because ultimately my job does line up with what I wanted to do since I was like 13, 14 years old, and just like make shit I have fun with and appreciate. And it's really cool that my life has turned into this, that I make money doing what I've always loved to do, and that's amazing. All of that is to say that that is the difference here. I do admit that there are people still joining the anti-MLM train today. I have seen instances of people who have literally only joined because they see this train is a-rolling and they want in on it because the movement is growing so fast and they see it as a money-making opportunity. And for me, it was never that to begin with. It was never about money. It was just about making content and telling my story. And it just blossomed into what I believe to be a necessary service, I guess, I provide to humanity. That's the difference, is that you admit, ma'am, that you joined Line Life for the money. So you cannot turn around and say, well, girl, this is your job and you make money off of talking shit about MLMs. And it's like, but the difference between you and I is that I didn't start it originally for that reason. I started it because I truly thought that it was important to talk about, and it just kind of ended up this way. So I just had to put that whole thing in there because like it always comes back to that. If I don't say that shit, it's like, you're mad at people for making money off of blah, 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 but you make money off of this. And it's like, my journey is not your journey, and it's like nowhere near the same story with the same intentions and the same whatever.
Okay, and I thrive on that. Like, I literally thrive on that. Like, I love it because it sets a fire in me. It sets a fire in my soul that gives me that much more determination to succeed.
Okay. You can be as determined as you want, but like when you're selling bullshit products and manipulating people to do so, like I think you're gonna get burnt out eventually. And if you don't, then that just speaks volumes about who you are as a person. Because at that point, if you are completely made aware of what you're doing, how shitty it is and how gross it is, and you've been presented with the information that's like, you fucking suck for what you're doing here. If you've been presented with this and you still continue to do what you're doing, what does that say about you as a person? It says you don't care who you're stepping on in order to get ahead, period. Do you think that that is a good personality trait to have? Because I fucking don't.
Y'all know me. Y'all follow me for a while. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Y'all can call me whatever you want to. I don't care. There's always going to be those people.
She doesn't care, but this is an hour and a half long.
And I'm okay with that. Because you know what? When I have those people, I know I'm on the right track. When I have those people that I don't even know tagging me in posts on Instagram that's not even mine, I know I'm doing something right. It just sealed the deal for me. Because Satan, whenever there's something good about to happen in somebody's life, Satan will always, always, always try to come in and steal the show. Not today, Satan, not today.
Actually, yes, today. Like I told you, the S in Savannah stands for Satan, so I am Satan, and I'm here to steal the show. So, today, yeah. That's a joke. If anyone's Satan here, it's you, ma'am.
Jesus has my back.
No, he does not.
Jesus has my back. Satan will not win. Okay? The haters can talk. And I got haters. And I'm okay with that. Because you know what? You got this, girl. You can sell anything. I can't wait to see where you take this. Thank you so much, Daphne. Thank you so much. That means a lot. That really does mean a lot.
You can sell anything is not really a compliment. It's the saying, like, you can sell ice to an Eskimo. It's like, okay, well, the Eskimos don't need ice, obviously. So, like, if you can sell ice to somebody who doesn't need ice, then, like, you're a manipulative prick. Like, that's not a compliment.
But I don't just partner with anybody when she knows she's right. You won't know. That's exactly right. When I know I'm right, you'll never win with me. That's exactly right.
But you're not
I don't
right.
care who you are. What's up, Alex? Hi, Debbie. I'm great. I was just kind of telling a little bit of the story about Elomir and how I came to Elomir and how I have haters and how I love them and how I thrive on them and how when they hate on my posts and they tag me in posts that aren't even mine, it just boosts the algorithm and takes me to the top where more people will see me.
Bitch, that's not how any of this worked. In this situation, it is not.
Like, I live for that. Live for it. Y'all be sure to sprinkle this love here too, because this is a good one. I'm on a roll tonight, y'all. But no, seriously. Haters are gonna hate. And I've had my entire network journey, my networking journey. And I don't just have one successful business, I have two successful businesses. And I understand there's gonna be people who won't support me with Elomir, and I'm okay with that, because you know what? I have people contacting me that I don't even know wanting to sign up to sell this stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Well, when are you going to launch it? It's very, very soon. Real soon. It's so soon I can taste it soon, okay?
Except you can't because you've never actually tried the product, so you don't even know what it tastes like.
When I have people contacting me that I don't even know, I know I'm onto something, y'all. Like, seriously. People I've never met. One, I'm starting to become really good friends with her. She's on here, I think, still. I've never seen her before, but she wanted to know more about the company, and she messaged me, and we have been talking ever since. We're about to do big things here, y'all, okay? Literal chills here. Y'all see this? Literal chills. Every time, this is what happens. And when I get these, I know that God's led me to this. I told April today, my mentor, that I knew that God led me to her. Because she's the one who introduced me to this.
That's so manipulative.
And she said it before. This is a God thing here.
This is a
And
God
I'm not
thing.
that I'm going to say, oh, God led me to this company. No, I'm not going to say that. But I believe that God led me to Courtney, who introduced me to Lime Wife. That's the Holy Spirit working. That's exactly right.
God will never lead you to a business that is all about scamming people and manipulating people.
When I seen my CEO post, her very first post when she started talking about the new company, when I read her post and she shared her heart, it sealed the deal for me. And when she said she wanted to put people before profits, that she wanted this company to be a company where every single person mattered. When she said that this company was going to be an inclusive company to where no matter how much you contributed, whether it was $5 or, this is just me saying an amount, whether it was, $5 to $100,000, everyone matters here. And I gotta be honest, these are two of the most transparent CEOs that I've ever encountered. I've been on some Zooms and they're very transparent. So I don't care what any of you all haters out there say. I've seen it personally.
Dude, I just realized that like my mic stopped recording and I don't remember what all I said. She's leaving out the most important parts of why you have haters, why we're so upset, why do we exist, why are we mad? Because you misused a fucking important hashtag to push your multi-level marketing scam, to push your fucking bullshit, to sell your dumbass Listerine strip, to selling your bullshit opportunity. Yeah, you have haters for good reason and you are completely not acknowledging any of it.
So that is why there are a lot of haters out here about Elomir. I've got had one comment about, and I can't speak for anybody else, okay? I've had comments about, I guess there were some people that were probably super excited and they wanted to have a picture with the strip. And so they put the strip in their picture. Something that probably 99% of the people in the world would not give a shit about. Like literally try to trash people over that. Saying that it gives MLMs a bad name and all this stuff. Literally, the only thing I can think of is that those people were just literally so excited and they can't wait to get their hands on it. And they wanted a picture with this product, and so they put it in their picture. Who cares?
No. All I can think of is that they're just excited. Why isn't it that they want to sell the product and they want to sell the opportunity? You are in this because it's a ground level opportunity. You fucking prayed for this shit, bitch. How come that's okay if you feel that way? But like if other people are doing that and then like acting upon that by making posts to their Instagram and using the hashtag, like why is it so unbelievable that that's what these people are doing? No, it's just because they're excited. No, it's because the uplines are like, we're going to take over this hashtag and we're going to change the world. Blah, blah, blah. She's so manipulative.
And you got people flipping the hell out over it. I mean, seriously, commenting on my post. I mean, it's crazy. And you know what? I thrive on it because keep doing it because you're boosting me to the top, okay? You're boosting me. Like, I thrive on haters because it's like a post I shared. I mean, seriously, of all things to be worried about in the world, they're worried about somebody photoshopping a fucking picture in their in a photo. Like, seriously. They're all the things that are going on in the world, and they're literally worried about somebody photoshopped a little square strip into the photo.
Yeah, that was a thing. I saw that on Reddit. That's petty shit to be mad about, but it's funny. None of us were worried about it. I wasn't involved in this, but speaking from experience, if I had seen this, that was something that was obviously Photoshopped, I can tell you that we weren't concerned about it. We were just calling her out because like it was obvious and like she fucked up because we were basically just being petty and calling her out for just sucking. None of us are worried about you photoshopping shit. It's just stupid and we called you out because it's dumb.
I mean, get a life. Seriously. Obviously, somebody that is so worried about something like that literally doesn't have life. Seriously.
You didn't even have time to change out of your scrubs after working a long, hard day at your x-ray job, to change out of your scrubs to film a 1.5 hour long Facebook Live. Who doesn't have a life here?
It's mind-boggling to me. Literally, like Tatiana said, there's so many things going on in the world, and they're going to worry about somebody photoshopping a strip into a photo. I mean... How about worry about all the sex trafficking that's going on in the world?
Okay, this is what I was talking about earlier when I'm like, she's gonna say something that I know she's a QAnoner. She's clearly, with the weird religious shit, the culty Satan vibes that she's giving, and then also to be like, sex trafficking! I'm pretty sure she said something about child sex trafficking after this, but that's QAnon shit. That's like the foundational concern that people have with QAnon. They're the ones who started the whole like Wayfair conspiracy theory that people were selling shit on Wayfair, like cabinets and stuff that were like $15,000, and they're like, it's because when you buy it, there's a child inside of the cabinet. No, there's not. That's a conspiracy theory, and it's bullshit. Just like the Pizzagate situation. Also QAnon. Someone brought a fucking gun into a pizza store that didn't have a basement and said, let the children out of your basement. And it's like, we don't have a basement. These are the people that we're talking about here. I know what her politics are. If the first thing that you think of is sex trafficking, when the big topic of conversation right now is women's reproductive rights and also gun violence in this country, if you bypass those two things, two huge things that are going on in society today, and the only thing you can think of is the children that are being trafficked, and I don't want to like diminish, because like obviously like that happens, but like I don't want to like diminish the importance of calling that shit out when it happens, but like it's not reflective of like reality, because it's not happening the way that they say it is, like trafficking on Amazon and Wayfair and in pizza shops and all this crazy shit. So that's the kind of person we're dealing with here. Clearly is vulnerable to believing conspiracy theories such as QAnon and the things that come out of QAnon. You know what's scary though, when I say that shit, she's a healthcare provider, dude. That's horrifying. And I know there's like a lot of like anti-vax nurses and like QAnon nurses and shit like that. That doesn't make it any better. That's also terrifying to me. To have someone who's literally got your life in their hands in a lot of circumstances, being someone who is so easily misled and cannot think critically is horrifying and scary. And this is the woman that we're looking at here.
Yeah, and making jokes about the company and product when they don't even know. All they're hearing is lies. That these anti-MLM people are spreading. That's all.
Where's the lies? Tell me what the lies are.
Because they don't know. They've not been in on any of the stuff. They don't know.
Julie and Aaron have seen the Zoom calls. If not them, then someone has recorded it and sent it to them. Like, they haven't been in on any of this. Yeah, we have. Dear every MLMer, if you hold a Zoom meeting, there's like a 90% chance that someone on your team has sent us the link to it. And a lot of the time, someone will record it and send it to us. And we're always gonna know the ins and outs of this shit.
All these lies that all these anti-MLM people, that's the ones that were tagging me on Instagram. They're anti-MLM people. The hashtag, they're coming in because of the hashtag change the conversation. They've tagged themselves in with that. So they found me. And so I think it's funny, and I had to shut them up earlier.
You showed us up. Yep, you sure fucking did. Yeah, go read that comment thread on Amber's post, because like if she thinks that that's showing us up, it's like, no, you don't know what you're up against, ma'am.
Anyways, that's a whole other story. But they stopped commenting after that because, like, literally I was like...
At a certain point, you can't reason with people anymore. Actually, let me see. No. Erin commented, and she stopped commenting. She's the one who ended the conversation. Erin was still going. Erin was ready to continue the back and forth, but she decided not to respond.
I mean, like, literally I was tagged on a... Exactly, I'm doing something right. Exactly. Like, people I don't even know tagging me. I'm like, yes! Seriously? Oh my God, keep doing it. Seriously. Because I'm telling you, this company is going to be like something that you've not ever seen. Girl, they do that about everything. We get this. That's right. Shut them up. Keep doing. Yes. Yeah. Seriously, Tara. Like,
is that what you're doing right now? Are you shutting us up? Is that why I'm making this video right now? Because you told us, you stuck it to us. You stuck it to me, and now I have nothing to say because you schooled me. No, you don't know what you're up against. And that's why that these are my favorite videos to make, because somehow, every once in a while, one of these people will just slip through the cracks and be like, I'm not show them up. It's like, okay, you're just giving me more content to show you up. Because here I am making a long-ass video showing you up. Thanks for the content.
And you know, I'm sure you've experienced it because you started networking. There's always going to be somebody that is never going to cheer for you, okay? There's always going to be a hater. And I'm going to tell you, if you're making the right moves and you're moving up.
Let me tell you this. I will cheer for you, ma'am, if you leave your MLM and you better yourself without manipulating and preying on other people. The moment you go, you know what, MLM is not for me anymore, and actually I see the light and it fucking sucks and I'm getting out, we'll still cheer for you for getting out of your MLM, and we will support you in that. This is not a matter of, oh, those anti-MLMers, they're just haters and they'll never support you. No, there are things you can do to gain our support. Number one would be getting out of your MLM and speaking out about it. Plenty of people have done that. Here they are in the anti-MLM movement doing some great things, helping a lot of people. If you love helping people, then get the fuck out, because you're doing the opposite of that.
They're going to come out of the woodwork, for real. They're literally going to come out of the woodwork to try to tear you down. But what I'm going to tell you is don't let them, because when that happens, that needs to tell you you're on the right track. You're on to making big moves, okay? And not everybody's going to be happy that I've gone and partnered with Elomir, and I'm okay with that. There's probably going to be some people in both of my companies maybe that aren't happy about it. But you know what? At the end of the day, I'm a single mom, and I have to do what's best for me, and I have to do what's best for my kids and our future.
So money. I'm not an Elomir because of the money. And then she's like, I have to do what's best for the future of my family. Okay, so money. That's it.
And so if you're not happy about that, I'm okay with that. If I lose friends because of that, I'm okay with that. Because if that happens, you are my friend to start with.
What does this say about you as a person? Seriously, that's gross. It's literally, I don't care about what anyone says. I'm gonna keep progressing in any means necessary, regardless of what it means for other people. I understand putting your family first in certain circumstances. Like my husband and I are talking about if the midterms go south here in Arizona. We went purple for the last election, but given the current circumstances of the state and the country that we live in, more specifically the state, if midterms go south, we're talking about just moving to a blue state, which at that point, we're putting our family first over other people, because taking Democratic voters out of a red state is obviously not going to help change the red state, because you would want more Democratic voters to turn a state to be blue, right? But at a certain point, it seems really helpless. It seems pointless. So we have been talking about a very serious consideration moving out of Arizona and into a blue state where there are stricter gun laws, less gun violence, and they give women the right to their own body, among other things. You know, I want to raise my daughter in a place where she has reproductive freedom. I want to raise my children in a place where they have less of a chance of being massacred at school. That's putting my family first over, essentially, I guess what I would say is doing what's right. And what would be what's right is staying here to further progress the state of Arizona, to further progress the country, I guess, if that makes sense. But at certain points, like when things start feeling hopeless and like things are never going to change, you kind of have to be the change. You have to move to a place where you're making that change in your life yourself, because you have no power and control over your circumstances currently. So I understand being like, I need to put my family first. There are situations where I think that that is totally understandable. In this situation, what she's saying is, I want to make money off of the losses of other people to support my family. I don't see a single silver lining to that. The only silver lining is on you, ma'am. You are the one who is benefiting from that. No one else is.
If I love you, I'm going to love you no matter if you're still with my company or you left or whatever. If I love you, I'm going to continue to love you. If you are my person, you're going to always be my person no matter what company you're with. Every day, always at one, I pray for them and let them watch. Exactly.
Yeah, pray for me, because that's doing a lot. I hate that shit. I fucking hate. It's so degrading and passive aggressive. Like you talk down to people when you say, I'm praying for you. First of all, I don't believe in God, so your prayers do nothing. But it's literally only in this circumstance, especially, it's only used as a passive aggressive remark to be like, oh, bless your heart, I'm praying for you. Shut the fuck up. I don't need your fucking prayers. I don't want your fucking prayers, and I don't want anything to do with your God, especially if you're acting in a way that your God is approving of. I don't want anything to do with that, or the people who you associate with in that religion. Don't want anything to do with it, because that's shitty. Your behavior is shitty.
Exactly, Tara. And there's always going to be those people. And I told my team, because I have people already I have people lined up to come to Elomir with me. And I told my team already, I said, be prepared. Because you're going to have haters here, because our CEO has haters, okay? They're scared to death she's going to take this industry by storm. It's going to happen. I mean, just what, and for all of y'all say, oh, well, yeah, all I'm going to tell you is sit back and watch.
Okay.
Because it's going to happen.
Okay.
There's nothing else like this product out on the market. And when I found out what this product can do for people, I was like, oh my God, the entire freaking world needs this product. Literally. The entire freaking world needs this product.
The entire freaking world has access to the exact same ingredients that are in this product already. It's not life-changing, not world-changing. It's nothing that you say that it is.
And I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah, you are.
We haven't even launched and the product's already, we're already viral. I mean, that's all the talk is elomir, 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 elomir.
It's all negative too. I mean, basically, the only people who are speaking about it positively are people who are looking to make a buck off the backs of other people, and that's you, man. All the other talk about elomir is basically everything I'm saying right now. It's negative. There's no such thing as bad publicity. Yeah, ask Boo about that.
People are worried here. When you got, like I said, when you got retired network marketers coming out of retirement to come here, that speaks volumes. Seriously. Because stuff like that, because number one, they don't need the money. If they're retired from network marketing, they don't need the money.
They want it though.
And I'm not talking about, oh, they gave up on networking. No, I'm talking about big people who are network marketing and retired from it. If they're coming out of retirement to come here, that speaks volumes, okay?
It means they want more money. No, you're right. They don't need the money, but they want more. Who doesn't want more money? Even Jeff Bezos wants more money. Everyone on this planet wishes they had more money. Don't give me this shit.
When those people got to try this, they couldn't pass it up. And I know I'm going to have haters and be like, well, Joey, you haven't even tried this product yet.
Yep.
No, you're right, I haven't, because there's only a handful of people in this country that's tried them.
Okay, then you have no right to be making these false income, health, well-being claims. You have no legs to stand on.
But I trust this mission. I trust the CEO. I trust all of the people that gave testimonials. I feel it with everything in me. I can't wait for it to be launched. Me too, Donna. I'm so excited. Like, literally, I'm really, really excited. Super, super excited about this.
She's saying excited. There are some words that she says that I'm like, why does she say it like that? That doesn't line up with the rest of her accent. She would say like excited, but instead she's saying excited. What?
And like I said, there's going to be haters, and I'm okay with that.
An hour and a half, are you?
It lights a bit even bigger fire under me to keep going, because I know I'm on the right track. Exactly, and I'm not going to let them get me down, not at all. I thrive on haters. I do. They really should know. Any of them that know me or that have followed me, they should know that I thrive on that.
Baby girl, none of your haters follow you, I promise. All of your haters are new because you were acting a fool on Amber's post.
So, and I welcome it, because, like, if they know me at all, they should know that now. It makes me try and want it that much more and that much harder. But there's haters here with this company, partly because of who the CEO is, because she has people that don't like her. And it has partly to do with the fact that anti-MLM people have caught on to that hashtag that we've been sharing, and they're trying to bring us down.
For good reason. Imagine thinking that taking over an actually important hashtag is a good thing.
And this isn't going to be, and here's the thing, and she'll also tell you, this isn't going to be for everybody. And that's okay. This opportunity might not be for everybody. And that's okay. I might not be for everybody. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. Obviously, I'm not, because I've got several haters today. Like, people have come out of the woodwork today, seriously. Yeah, and when you hear the ingredients for this product, did I share that it helps with, like, brain fog and, like, gut health? Did I share that part?
Oh, gut health too? Doesn't it surpass your digestive system and go straight into your bloodstream? What? Dude, the hypocrisy in these health claims. Did I share that this helps with everything? Did I share that this helps with everything? These unsubstantiated health claims are, first of all, illegal, and there's no scientific proof behind any of it. So can't wait for that to come out so we can rip that to shreds too. Now, I'm no scientist. I don't have a educational background in science and shit, but a lot of people in this movement do, and are very good at breaking that kind of stuff down so that it is consumable by us lamans. So can't wait for that.
There's so many things that this product can do. And the thing is, the beauty of it is it works differently on everybody.
Why would that be true? So how can you say this product does this and this and this and this with absolute certainty? Wouldn't the fact that there are so many things that this helps with, everybody like reacts to it differently, wouldn't you say that that is like prime example number one that this is just placebo? Obviously. That's like red flag number one. Well, I took this thing and it did this for me. I took this thing and it did this for me. Well, it didn't do that for me, but it did this for me. You're making it all up in your head. You're making making this shit up in your head, man. These people don't hear themselves. It is so fucking frustrating.
Not everybody experiences the same results or the same things. Other people experience that plus more, or, you know, it's
Placebo.
it's pretty freaking amazing. And when you hear what these ingredients are and what these ingredients can do, it's pretty spectacular. And so, and here's another thing that y'all know I had a bariatric surgery, and I had a gastric sleeve. Because this product bypasses the digestive system and goes straight to the bloodstream, it's going to be a product that's going to be great for me. It's going to be a product that I'm not going to have to swallow.
Having a gastric sleeve, correct me if I'm wrong, because I've never had one. And I know there are different kind of like gastric bypass surgeries and stuff, but isn't a gastric sleeve like basically when they just make your stomach smaller? Having a gastric sleeve doesn't mean that you can never swallow anything ever again. I think the point of it is that so you can like lose weight without changing your diet and like your exercise and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure that like a good diet and exercise are probably recommended, just like they are in any health situation. But what does this mean? What are you saying? Oh, elomir is gonna be great for me because like I haven't been able to swallow anything in years. But you do swallow it. You put it in your mouth, it breaks down by your saliva, and then what do you do? Or what do? You spit it out? Ma'am? I swear to God, these people, they're so infuriating.
And go down into my stomach and all that. So it's going to be great for me. It's going to be great for people who've had bariatric surgery because it's not going to be part of the digestive system. It's going to go straight to the bloodstream.
Do they think it just disappears? Do they think it's like a sponge when you put something on your tongue? It just like the floors in Smart House when you spill something on the floor and it just goes. Do they think that that's what happens when you put something in your mouth and it dissolves? They think that's what happens? No! Ma'am, you've been to some sort of medical school, if not like a trade school where you had to learn medical things. You have to know that that's not what happens.
But what I can tell you is every single person that has taken this product so far seen results.
I wonder why they say that. Could it be that they have money riding on that? Could it be that if they, like you all saw me do my demonstration earlier, could it be that them saying the things that they're saying are going to ultimately make them money? Oh, what? Unbelievable.
Any kind of medical questions, we always say to, you know, consult your doctor. But as far as I know, there's not any restrictions. Now, I'm not sure about what restrictions you're talking about, but like if there's any kind, whenever we do launch and there's any kind of medical questions, then, you know, we always tell you to consult with your physician with any kind of health supplement.
I mean, this shit literally has a drug in it that the FDA has tried to pull off the shelves and just keep as a prescription medicine. Obviously, there's some backlash from the supplement industry, which is $1 billion industry, and they have a lot riding on keeping that supplement on the shelves. There's very obviously reasons why the FDA would want to get rid of that. Side effects and just general safety hazards. So that just goes to tell me that like she hasn't done her research. She's like, oh, I don't know of any restrictions regarding any. It's like, okay, so you haven't like read a single fucking thing outside of what your upline says and outside of what your CEO is saying.
But I can tell you these are, you know, clean ingredients. These are good. Each one of these ingredients you could purchase out on the market.
Okay, so she admits that, so go do that. You don't need this then. Then it's not special. The only thing that's special about it is that it's like a Listerine strip instead of a pill.
I shouldn't say that. You can find these certain ingredients. Not the delivery process or the concentration or anything like that. That's not what I'm talking about, but the names is what I'm meaning. Some of these are well-known names.
You're not going to buy like a binding agent or whatever if you're just taking a pill. You don't need that. It's not an active ingredient. But the rest of it, I mean, like the active ingredients, yeah, you can go buy that shit. You don't need this overpriced shit.
When we launch, I'll be able to tell all the details. I have to be cautious of what I do say because we're not fully launched yet. And anybody that is interested in joining me, I will tell you that this comp plan is pretty amazing, and it's a comp plan where everybody wins. It's a comp plan where all volume rises.
I mean, that's literally impossible. In a multi-level marketing company, there is no way for every single person to win because there's always going to have to be a large bottom line at the bottom of every pyramid. That's how it works.
We don't actually have a printout of the comp plan yet because it's all it won't be revealed until, or like...
Okay, so you haven't even seen the comp plan. Whose word are you taking for this? Your CEO? The person who made the comp plan? Oh yeah, it's an amazing comp plan. You've never seen anything like it. It's all incredible. It's like, but you haven't even seen it. None of us have even seen it. So how can you speak on that? Everyone's just like, well, my CEO said so. So of course they'd said that. Again, every MLM says that.
How did you find this company? it's a God thing. My mentor with Bellamy introduced me to this. And
I found this because of God. Shut up.
And so I knew for her to say yes here, I knew that it had to be a big deal because she's very particular about what she puts in her body. She's very particular about things that she takes, foods that she eats. And so I knew for her to say yes to this, that it had to be a big deal. And so I wanted to know more. And I was like, oh my God, a ground floor opportunity. And this is what is this? What is going on? What is this? I need all the deets. And of course, you know, she couldn't give me all the details because she signed a non-disclosure. But she told me what she could. And when she told me what she told me, I was like, okay. And then like I started looking things up, and I started kind of following the CEOs, and I started getting involved in Zoom calls. And the more I knew, the more I was like, it's a no-brainer. And she kept this company a secret for the last few years while they were putting all this together. So when I read this part, when she said, when we developed this company, it was not done from a mental space of let's throw some stuff together and run in network marketing. My 17-year journey in this industry has shown me all the good, bad, and ugly of what I didn't want, what I loved, the environment I adored, and the ones I despised. All in all, what I learned in that time was the most profound part of my journey, who I was and what I stand for. Everything we did with people first as our leading focus. The only promise I am making to myself and to those that choose to surround themselves with me is simple. People, literally got chills here. People before profits. I will not promise perfection, but I will always focus on progression. I will not claim to be a know-it-all. I will always learn it all to ensure we continue to evolve, innovate, and thrive as a community and a company. Lastly, I will always choose love over hate. So when I read that, I was like, okay, I'm in. I want to be a part of this.
I don't think that post made you go, I want to be part of this. Pretty sure the opportunity that you've been sold, the opportunity for making money and a ground floor opportunity and all the prayers that you sent to Jesus, pretty sure that's why you decided to join. Because that post that she just read was a big old nothing burger.
I'll be able to disclose more information, the ingredients, all that stuff. I've got to be cautious about what I share because like this is such a good opportunity and I can't take a chance of anything wrecking that. Like it's too good. This is a once in a lifetime kind of opportunity, and I'm not going to do anything that would screw that up. And so like I'm kind of cautious on like what I say or how much information I disclose and all that stuff, just because you know there's no way in heck I'm going to ruin this opportunity. Seriously.
How much do you not trust yourself that you have to be like, I don't want to say anything because I might fuck up and ruin this whole thing? What could you possibly say that could make this entire situation worse?
We're starting out with one product. There are going to be more products coming. They're actually working on a couple of different things to add, but they're only going to launch one at a time. And they're doing that specifically for more than a couple reasons.
Hype?
One reason being is when, and not just with just a brand new company, but with any company, if you've got more than, you know, a couple products, people get overwhelmed and they get confused. And then here we are with a new company. And so they're launching one at a time here. And I will say that this one product that we are launching to start with, it's a multi-use product. It's going to help with more than just one thing.
So it's a cure-all, and what we know about cure-alls from our pals over at Sawbones is that cure-alls cure nothing. So there you go.
Kind of an all-in-one product. I mean, like, it's going to help. It's like a multi-use product. LMA.
Why are you being fussy? You got your little shield dirty.
She's mad because she can't get on the doggy bed. She's over there barking because she can't get on the doggy bed.
Let her on the
She's such
doggy
a brat,
bed.
you all.
Why are you keeping her from her bed?
Come here. You wanna show 'em
Ma'am.
your little dirty
Rude.
stuff?
But anyways, so I'm going to hop off here, y'all. I will,
About
that's kind of
fucking
want to
time.
share my heart, share where I was, or where I'm at, and like how I came to be with Elomir and all that stuff. I just kind of wanted to share my heart, share a little bit about the product and what I can tell in my company, and the reason I came to here, and to answer any questions, yes, I'm still with Lime Life and I'm still with Bellamy, so don't worry.
For now, until one of them catches wind that you're pursuing a conflict of interest. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. Yeah.
But like literally, this was too good of an opportunity to pass up. Like there's no way I was going to pass up this opportunity. And what I will say before I get off here, come here, puppy.
Dude, like somehow I've forgotten this whole time that she's like super duper sped up. So like that whole like movement of her in the chair like seemed really, really fast. And I was like, whoa. Yeah, guys, remember this whole time, the way that you've been hearing her talk, she's been at 1.5 speed. Oh, she got a little weenie dog too. Look at him.
She got spayed, so she has her little comb of shame.
Oh,
on.
she's so
And
cute.
look, it is so dirty where she's been out. She's a mess, you all. This little girl here. She is something else.
I love
She's
her.
my baby though. She's my best girl.
Why are you touching her wound like that? She's like, got like an open ass surgical wound and she's all like stroking it. Please stop. Hey, how would you like it if you had a major surgery and someone just goes, stop touching your dog's incision. And also, like, you're gonna put more germs in it, dude. Like, you're gonna give her an infection. Stop.
If you are interested in joining me here with Elomir, don't sleep on it, because you want to get in as soon as you can. Like, this is an opportunity you don't want to sleep on, okay?
Because it's a pyramid
and why
scheme.
I say that is because it's going to go viral. It pretty much already is. But with the comp plan, all volume rises. So that is a huge deal. And the quicker you get in, the more people you're going to have underneath you, and their volume is going to help you to rank, and so on.
Right, that's how pyramid schemes work. The volume rises thing, isn't that basically like how all compensation plans within multi-level marketing companies work? If I'm at the bottom and I make a sale, I make 25%, let's say, and then my upline maybe makes 10%, and then her upline maybe makes 5%, and then her upline maybe makes 3%, and then her upline maybe makes 2%, and then her upline maybe makes 1%. It's different with every company, I understand. There are some companies where you can only go like 2 or 3 levels deep, fine. But we don't know the compensation structure here, but they're like, I mean, you look at HempWorks, My Daily Choice, probably Monet, like there are lots of companies, oh, even like Paparazzi, there are lots of MLM companies where, yeah, you make a base commission, and then your upline and their upline and their upline and their upline is going to make a cut of every single one of your sales and purchases. Is that volume rising? Like, that's what that sounds like to me, which isn't new or innovative. Like, that's just how pyramid schemes work.
So, but anyway, so if it's something that you're thinking about, get with me, message me. I'll be happy to talk with you, whatever. But like I'm telling you, don't sleep on the opportunity. Like, don't sleep on it, because it's going to be life-changing. You're going to see so many people's lives improve because of this. And I'm not talking financially. I mean, that will come too, but I'm talking about just the benefits. So anyways, I love y'all. I hope y'all have a great night, and God bless you. Bye.
Jesus Christ. So that was it. Y'all, I haven't done a video that was this long in a long time, and I kind of missed it, so I'm glad that, you know, this woman was able to go off so hard to give us this kind of content, to give me this opportunity to have this content. No, I love long reaction videos like this, and I just haven't really found good ones lately, but I felt like this one was really good, and had a lot to say. She had a lot to say, and everything that she said was bullshit. As always, let me know what you think. Leave me your comments. Don't forget to leave me your like and all that shit. If you've made it this far, like, damn, you the real MVP. But hey, you know what? It's time to start thanking some people. First of all, thank you HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. My link is down below. You can get that sick deal, get that sick discount. You're gonna love HelloFresh. I absolutely guarantee it. And now let's thank my patrons and my members. Guys, these are my financial supporters. They get access to things like our private Discord server. We have a postcard club. They get early access to videos sometimes. So all of that and a little bit more here and there. So if any of that sounds good to you, you can go to patreon.com/Savannah Marie, or you can click the join button beneath this video to join my YouTube memberships. They're both the same pretty much. So I mean, just whatever platform you feel like using is fine by me. So with that, the biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to Hula Chowdown, Janelle Pratt, Katrina Rosemarick, Elizabeth Wyatt, Eve Blondo, Nitty Dragon, Kutch Squad 2.0, Leanne, Meredith Nakata, Sheila Tapia, Turd Ferguson, hashtag Get the W Weatherington Law, Alice W, Amanda Shannon, April Lindblom, Boris Geller, Caroline Reed, Casey Scraper, Katrina Rosemarick, Daniel Urena, E. Higgins, Jerry Duncan, Hannah Morrison, Hanimal Crossing, Heidi Ha, Julia Wheeler, Kim Cartwright, Critter, Maddie Darley, Marley Fletcher, Ray, Tuesday the 13th, Rebecca 88, Colin F, The Best Elephant, Rebecca Wadsworth, Laura Jensen, Mitchie 84, Vegan Chicky Nuggy, Harold Jenks, Jess Kronfeld, Emion, Kazi, Auntie Lou, Little Birdie, and Fallon Lowry, and to the rest of my fabulous members and patrons, thank you so much for being here and being you. Even if you're not a financial supporter, thank you for making it to the end of this video. Like I said, dude, it's super long. I've had to change my camera battery like 3 times already. I've been filming for like 3.5 hours. I don't know how long this is gonna be when I'm done editing it, but this is a long one. So, you know, I hope that y'all appreciated it. Keep making waves, babes. I'll smell you all later. Mommy Tsunami, out.